Good evening. I was being a foodie. I was eating tacos. Forgive me for being a little bit tardy, just a little bit, just a tad bit tardy. Somebody give me a sound check, audio check. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jay Prince gets to live another day. He did not get raided by the feds. No confirmation of that. So I'll pull that short down in a minute. So as of right now, Jay Prince is good to go. He is safe. If anybody cares. Hope everybody had a good Monday. We're about 24 hours away, man, from from Hell Day tomorrow. For me, it's going to be Hell Day because I got to work 15 hours tomorrow for the polls. So y'all pray for your boy tomorrow, working these polls with these crazy people. Okay. Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh my gosh. These weirdos, man. These weirdos. Okay, wait. Let's go take a quick look real quick. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's good? What's bracking? It's gonna be madness out here tomorrow. Everybody be safe. If you a melanated person and them other people don't get their wish their way, y'all be safe out here, man. Hold up. Let's see this dumb nonsense. Let's see this dumb nonsense right now. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's not it. Is that it? Is this it? Okay, wait. Okay, I'm looking for something. So this is it. Okay, wait. We're gonna deviate a little bit, just a little bit. It's nonsense. The whole Diddy nonsense is nonsense. Look at this dumbass shit here. Look at this shit. And we just see this guy. Now, listen, Sean, these non-urban content creators, the interviewers, when they get a hold of urban stuff, it's just so, it's just, let me see what they're talking about.
Courtney with us, and he's been certainly making waves on the internet. We've had so much interest in this one, and we expect the chat to start going at lightning speed. So please get your questions in. Tommy Scoville is going to be joining us, co-hosting, and we are going to get down with some crazy things that Courtney has personally experienced. He sent us a plethora of photos that we are going to be showing you. Some huge names in some of these photos.
What the photos mean?
If you've watched any of Courtney's other interviews, you know he had access to certain things, and I don't want to cross any lines, so I'm going to let Courtney introduce himself and tell you guys what's coming up.
I'm a Brick City native from Newark, New Jersey.
Okay, let's get to it, man.
Went well. Bust Around, we did a song, Come On.
Okay, we heard all this before.
Diddy.
Okay, we heard all this before.
And he said he got to cut his braids, cut his dreads. So cut his dread, got a clean cut in the studio. So I walked out to use the bathroom. So Shaquille Stewart, he was on Shaquille Stewart was on the phone. He said, "Oh, it's my man Courtney B." And Kim said, "Oh, I know. Let me say hi." So she put on the speaker, say hi. So what's up, Kim? How you doing? I said, "Not to be rude, what Kim is this?" He said, "You know who this is, Kim." I said, "Okay." So he said, "You know Courtney?" He said, "Yeah, we go back." So he asked me because he wanted I said, "No, she good people. It wasn't my business to put her life out there when she was dating her."
Blah blah blah.
And whoever around him whoever he keeping his gate. So I'm gonna say his name, Gay Lightly wanted to. Can I curse on him?
No.
So I made a couple of phone calls.
Who's this guy?
I want to approach him. I don't care who he's with. You know what I'm saying? Bodyguards, best friend, cleanup guy, whoever. I want to approach him. So if he didn't do it, they wasn't gonna sign him to Def Jam. So I blew the deal. Stewart told me, "Yo, I need your help with something." He said, "Yo, Sean," I said, "I just had problems." They said, "Word." I said, "They blew the deal. He don't want to do the deal." He said, for what? I said, you know it for what? So I would take my anger out on him. I would take my anger out on my artist. I got back on the plane, flew in. I had to go in the studio to do a song with Mike Geronimo, DMX, when he first came.
Yeah, we've heard this. We heard this story.
You know what I'm saying? So I said, all right, email me. He said, no, I'm coming to New York. Meet me. So I went up to New York.
Nah, damn all that.
They do
Hold up, damn all that. Wait. Shout out to George Sims. He's on it. George Sims is on it. He sent me all these links, man. Look at this dumb shit. Wait. Look at this dumbass shit here. Y'all want me to take these people serious?
Only that. We've got Courtney Burgess coming in, and he's like the most talked about man.
Y'all want me to take this nonsense serious?
Controversial book band in the world with Jaguar. They're going to be having a conversation.
Then when I hit her back with a real message, she just went ghost. And I am speaking of Ariel Kidd. I find it very interesting that she also represents that woman who was assaulted with that remote control.
4 years later of telling her story, she has not created her own platform. I don't understand. Just create your own channel, tell your own stories, keep the monies. Right? Just bouncing around from place to place. Come on, this is nonsense.
I also think it's even more interesting that nobody's talking about who made the phone call.
Okay, damn all that. Let's go. Who
Now,
are these people?
Have the audacity to try to slander Gene Deal in any way. You got some nerve. Come out of nowhere like a Sputnik, and you can't give accurate information on where you got the pieces of the book because nobody's got the whole book. And for you to sit there and have anything to say about Albert Brown Sr., also know is I'll be sure.
Okay, so she's going at Courtney Burgess. Do y'all see why y'all can't take this serious, man? Yeah, total clown show. Total clown show. Total clown show. This was not part of the show, y'all.
After everything that he has endured and the way that Kim loved him until the day she passed away is out of order. It's out of order.
We got to watch this
I think
exchange.
he's back. All right.
I bet he's back.
Hello, Courtney. Can you hear us okay?
Everything okay.
So, yeah, we've seen you in the news here again.
This is Jaguar. They're trying to unalive me. Again, can you help?
Hold up, Jaguar. I'd like to apologize to you because.
See that?
What's that say?
That's the message from your lawyer, sir. That's the messages between us.
Wait, let's run it back. Let's see what we can.
He's back.
Let's see if we can see what it actually says.
Okay?
Everything okay.
So, yeah, we've seen you in the news here again.
This is Jaguar. They're trying to unalive me. Again, can you help?
Hold up, Jaguar. I'd like to apologize to you because.
Okay, yes. Okay, wait. This is Jaguar, right? They're trying to take me out again. Can you help? Yes. Did you call me? Are you available to talk now? Feel free to call me now before 4 p.m. As so have a hearing schedule then and won't be available until later. Okay, come on. Okay. Here we go. The nonsense.
That's the message from your lawyer, sir. That's the messages between us. And she ghosted me.
What is that?
Who should I email this to?
Do you want to read it to him? Or?
Y'all see how we look in front of company? Y'all see how we look in front of company? We look crazy to these people out here. I told y'all stop propping up the village folk. I told y'all look and sound crazy to these people. And y'all gonna break y'all necks to get on their platforms to show them how crazy you are. This is some chicken fried rice.
Well, I didn't want to put it up too close because her phone number's on there. I don't want to dox her.
Just read it. Don't put the phone number up.
Real simple. This is Jaguar, right? They're trying to unalive me again. Can you help? It was marked as read October 7th, 2024. And then she put, yes, did you call me? Are you available to talk now? Feel free to call me. We contacted back. She ghosted me. It's all right here. It's a 305 number. Ain't that the same number you call her on? I'm a serious woman.
I'm a serious man.
I hope so, because your life is on the line, sir. You know that.
Wow.
This is playing dangerous games with people who would put their life on the line. Me and you ain't got nothing to say until I hear you publicly apologize to I'll be sure, sir.
About what?
About every lie you told about him.
No lies. First of all, I told no lies. So I'll be sure.
And I'm calling you a liar right now. And if Gene Deal were here, we would both sit here and call you a liar right now. There is no way Kim Porter would ever ask anyone to disparage that man, ever.
First of all,
especially not after everything that Diddy has done to him. Do you know how many times we've had to play him back?
Look how these white folk looking, y'all.
First of all, I never said I wrote the book.
Look how these white folk looking. This is the dumbest thing I've seen all day. Look at these white
Speaking,
folks.
Courtney, respond.
Yeah, just keep going, Courtney.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
keep going, bro.
Shannon. So what did you say, Jaguar? It's not what you said. There's
Brother,
no
I'm
way
telling
to-
you things that you said to
How
say,
long is this for?
and your stories ain't adding up. I don't know who's coaching you. I don't know who's giving you information. But I'm calling you into account right here today, sir. I am
Call me
telling
into account.
people, you are going to stop lying on Gene Deal. You are going to stop lying on I'll Be Sure. And you are going to stop pump faking on a woman who put her life on the line to save hundreds of victims.
Hundreds of victims. Hundreds of victims. Okay. Hundreds. Yet Jaguar has no platform of her own to help promote and be a safe haven or have a reach out number for or an outreach number for these victims. How are we supposed to get in contact with Jaguar if you need her help? Okay, I'm gonna play dumb. So if a woman needs Jaguar Rights help, how is she to reach out to them? How? What's the hotline number for them to say, I need to speak to Jaguar, tell my story, the devil is on my ass?
You saying this has been said within the concept of the book, or out with the context, the context of the book, Jaguar?
All
What
of the
is
other
this
chit-chatter that's running around,
madness?
demonizing people who are nothing more than victims of Diddy.
Okay, well let's give Courtney a chance to respond to that.
All right.
The extended. Just yeah.
Let's
You
address
know, I'm gonna mute up. I might have the urge.
Listen, I never heard of Sean Atwood has 911,000 subscribers. I've never heard of this dude. YouTube is so expansive, so vast. It's like its own universe. I've never heard of Sean Atwood until maybe 6 hours ago. Shout out to George Sims. I never heard of this dude. This man has damn near 1 million subs. I've never heard of this guy. And then, so I guess he does urban tea, urban gossip. Oh my God. Look what
To say something.
But
No, it's
Go
over
ahead,
to you.
Courtney. Go ahead.
gotta not
Go ahead.
carrier pigeon.
Yeah, go ahead, Courtney. Just for you to
This-
respond to what Jaguar has said there.
What
What is she saying?
carrier-
All right, Jaguar, do you want to just take Courtney through it again, just to give him a chance to really?
Maybe one point at a time.
Yeah, one point.
One point at a time.
I done muted up. I done said what I had to say. I meant every word that I said, and I'm gonna stand on it. Because see, what's about to happen is if he keeps Dylan and sitting here playing possum, I'm just gonna have to play chicken with him. And I promise you, I don't turn off the road. I don't.
What?
I'm gonna mute back up. But understand this. I asked for what I asked for. It's either you gonna give it or you not. The things that were published in that book are things that those children should never have heard. Any of them.
So you mean to tell me we're concerned about Diddy's children now? This is how. Okay, now you can't play favorites. Now, if you got a couple or a tandem or a pair, and they're into some wild stuff, and they've hurt people, or people have been hurt in the process, or because of this tandem, and this tandem has children, at some point the children will learn of their parents' dirty secrets. It's supposed to happen. I'm sorry. If you're a vile, evil, disgusting person and you have children, you got a whole family away from this nonsense, when you get jammed up, your family is supposed to know, damn, daddy was doing all this. Did we not watch Euphoria? Come on, let's go. Zendaya, right? When Sydney Sweeney's guy, the daddy was sleeping with her friends and boys and girls, and he had the tapes, and the son found out. You know, I don't understand why y'all act like children of these type of people should be sheltered. No, these kids should know what type of generational curse they're under. Yes. Unfortunately, your daddy was a deviant. He did all types of stuff. People got hurt behind him, possibly killed, whatever the case may be. This is who your father was. All right? Sorry. Why do y'all care about Diddy's kids all of a sudden?
Especially those girls.
So, no. Sorry. Your mama was a kept woman. She decided to stay with this maniac and procreate and have you two with this maniac. So y'all half maniac. It is what it is, man. All my guys on child support, right? What they say? The woman say he was a deadbeat. Well, you like the deadbeat guy, or your kid, that makes your kids half deadbeat. If I'm a deadbeat father, then my kids are half deadbeat. Yeah. If I'm a bum, if I'm broke, I'm dusty, I'm busted and crusted, then my kid's gonna be half of what I am. Okay? They got your half, and whatever you don't like about me, they got that half. That's how it works. That's why I don't disparage my child's mother, Taminimi. For what? For what? She's half of her. Why would I do that? So unfortunately, the twins are half demonic like they daddy. They have demon seed. Sorry.
How dare you? How dare you? And there is no way in the world Kim Porter ever gave you the permission to slander her husband. No way.
Who's her husband?
Never have allowed you.
You want to talk tonight, Jaguar?
Who's
Yeah,
the
let
husband?
Courtney respond now. So it's
You coming on?
Respond, Courtney. You're fine, Courtney. Go.
Whatever you saying about Kim Porter book is what you saying. I did not say anything because I never wrote the book. So you coming? I'm no witness of anything. I wasn't never at no party or never at no whatever they saying. I'm going by what you were saying.
What do you mean you going by what I'm saying? I didn't write no book. I didn't publish no documents. Up until today, no one has ever heard me say that I even had my own access to what was actually written down. I've never admitted that. And I'm actually putting my life on the line right now doing it.
Okay, but Jaguar has admitted time and time again that she has tapes of Diddy victims, right? Did she not say that? Did Jaguar write, come online and repeatedly say she got tapes of her own of Diddy victims? What's the difference if there's a book written versus what you've been sitting on? So once again, we have people been sitting on possible child footage for 15 to 30 years. Now all of a sudden I got tapes of victims, and everyone is on the moral high ground. We look crazy to these people.
And I'm putting some other people in jeopardy that I care about. But I'm doing it for what's right.
Wow.
So I'm just gonna have to stand on that.
Wow.
You can retract, you can detract, say whatever you want to say. You had some very specific things to say about I'll be sure. I, as his friend, am asking you give him an apology.
And
That
if he
man is not
doesn't,
doing
then
nothing.
what?
He's been doing. Listen, the anniversary of Kim's passing is in just a few weeks. Did you
And
talk to him after she passed?
we don't care about that, y'all. Does anybody care about Kim Porter's death anniversary? How's that case being reopened? Is that working out for y'all? Did the DA go exhume her body, dig her back up, and perform another autopsy? Did they do that yet? Yes or no? Did they exhume Kim Porter's body? Yes or no? Is she still in the ground? Yes. All right, what you talking about then? Come on, what you talking about?
I did.
What y'all talking
And
about?
I was there after the first coma and the second. I don't know who you think you are, but you are no one's friend, sir.
I'm no one's friend. I'm not your friend.
This is so
I was your
stupid.
friend or never Gene's friend.
This is so
You understand?
stupid.
You are no one's friend, sir.
Right.
Because what you guys have done with that book, is try to tarnish a woman who put her life on the line. Y'all want to write a book about everything she did do.
That's the book she.
This is y'all.
Hold up, Jaguar.
Do you know how many girls she stuck her neck out for throughout the years? No, you ain't talk about none of that.
Oh my
Or how
God.
she put her life on the line to help Cassie do everything that she's doing right now. There's so much more to her story that was not talked about. That woman that you made her sound like a common drug-addicted slut. That wasn't.
I haven't wrote nothing in that book. It was printed.
Telling you that now. You are
I can't hear
nobody.
you. I can't hear you.
You are nobody's friend, sir. I'm muting up.
Nobody friend. I'm not your friend. I'm not Gene's friend. I know
Okay.
nothing of you.
Okay. Okay. Stand on it. Stand on
I
it.
can't hear.
She's muted, Courtney. So, do you want to just tell the viewers what's happened to you in the past couple of days regarding this grand jury attendance?
Then my phone was taken from me.
This is who.
What I had in it was sent to me. Jaguar is off the hook. Right now, I'm tired. I don't want to be here. The gag war that I shouldn't be talking about what's going on. I was not a witness for Sean against him. I'm here only for my friends. Tupac Shakur. That's the only one I'm here for. That was took it away from here.
And that
Did you
just
just say that?
Yes.
Oh, you a whole clout chaser. Hold up.
I'm not a clout chaser.
You a whole
No,
clout
no.
chaser. You
Wow.
ain't saying nothing about nothing. No, I'm calling Meech. I'm calling Meech. We're going to talk to somebody who actually knew Tupac. Meech. I'm sitting here with the Courtney Burgess guy.
Okay, I know a guy that used to work with Tupac, that worked on Tupac's first album with Interscope. I talk about him all the time. My mentor, Mosey MD. I could call him and be like, hey, tell me some Pac stories. This means nothing. I could get on the phone right now and call Mosey and say, Mo, tell me some Pac stories. What does that mean? What does that mean?
He said he's doing everything he's doing for Pac.
Oh, that's my nigga. That's what's up. Pac is my brother.
I know Pac is your brother. But I don't understand how this book with Kim Porter got anything to do with Pac.
Yeah, what's up with that? That's crazy.
The man said he didn't write
What
the
does
book.
this Kim Porter sex stuff got to do with Pac? How you get justice for Pac? Fucking smack on a woman's body count after she did.
Yeah, right. That's crazy. Yeah, what's up with that?
Look at Sean's face. Look at this white. Look at Ron's face.
Asking you, what does Kim Porter's book and all of the sexual conquest and stuff that was published in there, what that got to do with Tupac?
Oh my God! This is what y'all.
It was all I did was got the flash drive, went down to book. Did not write the book.
Exactly. Ain't nobody fitting to slander Pac.
Nah, we can't do that shit. No, that's how.
Wait, didn't we call Pac Zesty? Yeah, I know guys that grew up with Pac in Baltimore. They used to call him Zesty. Well, the term was different. Now they call him Zesty now, but they used to call him something different. Okay? A6 Grind Time can tell you a Pac story or two. What they used to call him back in the day. What y'all? Come on, this ain't nothing, y'all. This ain't nothing.
That's how he feels about it. One thing ain't got nothing to do with the other. You clout chasing.
Wow.
Hold up, Darryl. Let me let you talk.
Come here now that you
Hold up.
Okay. Once again, until that day happens, y'all come get me. Okay. Until they reopen the Biggie, Kim, Tupac cases, until that day happens, come get me. Until then. And these are your two champions. Okay, gotcha.
Did you with none of this?
I gave you respect. I gave you a spot. Don't.
Hey,
Carry on, Courtney.
I'm gonna mute up, Meech. Yeah, he said he wouldn't do that. Apples and oranges. You've been warned.
I'm gonna tell you just like this. Jaguar, I don't care what you got to say.
You've been warned.
Big Meech.
Apples and oranges.
Can I talk?
Okay.
Can I talk?
Yeah.
And say something.
Go on, Courtney, respond.
I can't respond. I can't hear what she's saying.
Do you want to just respond to what you heard, the conversation on
You
the
know
phone?
what? I'll really let her go ahead and do it, and I'll do what I got to say. Because Jaguar, she's off the hook like she's always been. She's a failure to the industry because she only got far as she got.
Uh-oh.
And that's this high.
Oh, wait a minute, Meech. Now he's talking about my career.
You understand? Meech, I don't know you. And I don't know you, Jaguar.
Senior, sir.
What is that?
That, like he said, that don't mean nothing. That you don't know him. Everybody relevant does. Question is, why don't nobody know you?
Because you know what? I'm not a clout chaser like you say.
You are clout chaser. You just brought up Tupac name, and he ain't got nothing to do with this book.
Because I don't have nothing to do with the book, but publishing it. That's
I
what
mean, should not have been included in that farce. Tupac's name should not be included in that farce. That woman's personal life has nothing to do with the legacy of Tupac. Cut it out.
Well, in the book, from what we read in the book, it alleged that Kim, Pac, and Diddy were all friends at one point. Also in the book, it alleged that Diddy tried to convince Pac to run a train on Kim. And in the book, it said Kim entertained the idea of having a train ran on her. And then in the book, it alleged that Pac got upset at Diddy for even suggesting such an act with Kim. Okay. Now, once again, Courtney, we all know Courtney didn't write the book, so I'm not understanding why Jaguar is upset. But let's continue with the end show. This is the end show.
Listen.
Cut it out.
No, you cut it out, Jaguar. Jaguar, you the one clout chasing. You the one clout chasing. Oh, you wait, hold up.
Wow.
That's not a clout chase. You clout chasing because nobody.
How you a friend? He been in jail for 30 years. He been in jail for.
Somebody that know Pac. Who knows you?
I know Pac. He know me. Yes.
Let me just jump in here for a second, right? At the risk
Okay,
of
come on, white man.
So it sounds like, I'm sorry if this is not meant to come out patronizing or anything like that. So Jaguar, your response is to what has been put in the additional segments of this book that exposed a lot of the alleged activities of Kim, her kids seen it, all the rest of it. Courtney, you're denying even having any part in writing that segment. And I believe, and I'm just taking this from what I took on board when you said you were doing this for your friend Tupac. I believe you meant handing over the drives and doing your part for all of this. I'm not taking sides. I just want to make that clear. Okay, I'm not taking sides. Okay, I can feel your eyes burning through me, Jaguar. Like I can feel them, right? So is that? Oh, she's pointing at me. Like, is that where we're at? Because I feel like when you said you were doing this for your friend, it was the broader actions, and you're not a witness. You were called in to hand over evidence. At no point are we saying that you witnessed or were any part of the evidence gathering or anything like that. I'm not trying to give anyone a way out of this. I'm just saying, for me, it felt like when you said you were doing this for your friend, you meant walking into the court and handing stuff over. And I feel like Jaguar is saying that she is raging, rightfully so, about what was put in that book. And you're saying that you never put it in the book. So I'm going to step back now and hope that I didn't say anything wrong.
No, you didn't say anything wrong. You said everything right.
Okay.
Jaguar just yelling for no reason. She's just yelling just to be heard.
She's a passionate woman.
Yeah, passionate woman of a loser.
Oh, don't make it sound like we're on the same side here. I'm scared now.
Did you just call me a loser, sir?
I never.
Yes, I did say it. Don't break my words.
Your mother's a fucking loser. How about that?
Oh my God, this is y'all queen.
You should have minded your fucking business.
My mind is my business, Jaguar.
You want to be a pass around nigga? Pass the shit around and do it quietly, G.
This is y'all
Do it
queen.
quietly. But for a nigga that don't nobody know, you know a little bit too much. And now you don't want to know anything at all. And then you want to sit up there and say you doing all of this for Tupac? I got Tupac's friend and producer on the phone. He's calling bullshit on you, G.
You know how many producers Tupac had? Come on, y'all, listen. Mosey got a stack of DATs. That's digital audio tapes. To this day, that he will not release because the Tupac estate will come for the music. He has a stack of DATs of unreleased Tupac material. To this day, can't really release them because he won't have the rights to them, even though it's his music, their music. But the estate is so money hungry, they'll come after anybody that releases unreleased Tupac music. Okay, Pac had a bunch of people he worked with. This means nothing. This is not a flex. This ain't the flex it used to be. Okay, mentioning Pac's name ain't the flex it used to be. Let's go.
You all you're doing is pretty talking.
My dad, his ass is gonna be cooked. Ain't nobody got to do nothing. There's enough motherfuckers that is tired of the bullshit when it comes to Pac. So
Stop.
I didn't
Stop.
hear anything.
You being called out the real ones, G. And guess what? We ready. We ready.
Oh my God, this is y'all girl.
Because you rehearsed. You rehearsed, Jaguar.
I just called this man.
I don't know what it is. I don't even hear.
The text messages between me and your lawyer. And now you ain't got nothing to do with it.
I can't hear what you're saying.
I didn't do nothing. I don't know nothing. Didn't I tell y'all? Somebody owes me some money because I know y'all took bets. What did I tell you before you came up here? He rather be the stuttering is me getting married.
No, it ain't nothing.
The stuttering nigga.
No, I'm not a stuttering nigga. Jack, I'm not to get your prop. Take your roses.
This is your girl.
You read your mouth too much.
Listen,
I'm telling you.
Jaguar, I'm gonna let you get your fame for now.
Wait a minute, Meech. I'm gonna let you tell him yourself.
Okay, my man. Consider this gift, God. This is a blessing that this woman has spent this time trying to drill this in your head about this Tupac shit, bro. Don't do that. I did the movie, dog. We didn't play with no bullshit when it came to the movie. Nothing to do with Pac, but we play with it, dog. So I'm just letting you know. Please believe there's a tribe out there that's going back what she's talking about. I'm letting you know.
So a bunch of 50-year-old men gonna ride for Pac. Okay, sounds about right.
I can't let me know anything, brother.
Gave you a heads up, bro. Leave that Pac shit alone, dog. I'm trying to tell you, man.
Listen, Meech.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. I don't hear you, what you're saying. You can't tell me to do anything.
All right, that's what he said.
All right.
Stand on it, Courtney. Stand on it.
What it is.
So can I just say that? So basically what you're saying is
It's real. That's okay. Listen to me. Whatever shit you've been running on, it just got real. Now your lawyer right said hi. Shit else to say. You a punk ass motherfucker running around pump faking on grapes, sitting there using a dead woman so that you can do whatever you got doing in the background. You're a fucking cunt bitch. I don't hear shit. You didn't hear what it is. Keep my name out your mouth.
Keep it classy, Jaguar. Keep it classy.
You bitch ass nigga, say my name.
I don't care what she got to say.
Yeah, exactly. Say my name, nigga. Then see how quick the noose end up around your ass, stupid nigga.
Wow,
Stupid
you just threatened.
Politics, bitch ass nigga.
All right.
So you just threatened this man on air. Urban people, this is why you're in the toilet. Urban people, this is why you don't matter outside of entertainment. This is why you are the world's court jesters. I don't care who homes let y'all in overseas. I don't care. At the end of the day, urban people are the world's court jesters. Don't even fix don't debate me. Don't debate me. There's nothing. We're damn near irredeemable as a people. Damn near irredeemable.
let's pull this Jaguar. Let's pull this back round. Let's pull this back round, okay? Because I mean, and I'm just saying this how I'm observing it, Jack. Right? So you're in complete denial that at any stage Courtney is justified in saying that he had a friendship with Tupac. And
he ain't got no right to say shit that ain't nobody that's back in Pac ain't saying. If ain't nobody back in Pac that's talking about this imported stuff, then anybody that's a true friend wouldn't be doing something. I told y'all this nigga ain't nobody's friend.
Wow.
Listen, I'm not your friend. I'm not here to create myself. Listen, I'm not here to create myself.
There you go, Courtney. I'm not your friend.
I done said everything I need to say. I'm
You ain't saying anything. All you doing is yelling. You ain't saying anything.
Did you hear what that grown man just said to you? Did you hear
What he said?
that part? Go be dumb.
Listen,
yeah.
I'm not saying anything. Mute is the word.
This is y'all queen.
See,
Courtney,
This is y'all queen.
Like, I mean, we love hearing your points of view. The way you're delivering this is, it's. I think a lot. I think no. Listen, I'm just being honest with you. I think a lot of people are seeing this. You know, it's passionate. You're angry. You're hyped up. Right? And listen. I just want you to calmly just reiterate. And I'm sorry to say, I'm not trying to be patronized. I'm not doing any of that.
You got the white man scared to say, "Hey, sis, chill. You doing too much. Chill. Talk like a civilized human being, right? Just express your feelings, or just get your statements out in a very concise, clear manner without the emotional outburst. We don't need all this. Got Ron here scared to say the obvious.
For me, I was until he started calling me names.
Okay, well, listen.
I didn't call him no name.
I didn't call you no name either.
Yeah, you did. You called me a loser, and I'm far from it, sir.
If we can just, can you bullet point cliff note it for me? And I mean, don't just keep it super simple for me.
Anyone who are true friends of any of these people that are attached to this tabloid sensation would never have agreed to or corroborated or confirmed anything that has been leaked out in this very confusing book. The book, I believe, was disinformation meant to confuse things, to buy Diddy a little bit of grace in the jury pool when the jury is finally picked.
Okay, I highly doubt whenever they go to jury selection, which is months from now, we don't even have pretrial motions yet. So you probably won't see a jury selection until next year. You're not don't worry about tainting the jury pool with the Kim book. I highly doubt the jury pool for Diddy's trial is even aware that Kim Porter had this book that's out. Let's not do this. They're not hip hop aficionados. These are more than likely going to be 40 to 50 to 60-year-old people that probably vaguely know who Diddy is, roughly. Let's not do this, man. You're not going to have the hip hop jury. Okay? You're not going to have a hip hop jury that's going to pull an OJ. Oh yeah, we all, right? Not guilty. That's not going to happen. You're not going to have a hip hop jury for Diddy. Okay? But once again, this is who y'all had y'all bets on. Queen Jaguar. And you know what? Feel free to like this woman, ride for this woman, do whatever. But this is why I told y'all the worst thing that could happen is our tea and urban gossip go mainstream. Because once these white folk get a hold of it, we look and sound crazy to them. They mix and rehash the shit, and then you come on on their platforms acting a whole monkey, and you wonder why I sit here and tell y'all, yeah, black folk are the world's court jesters, and that I don't even entertain debates on that. You can't sit here and tell me, no, Slide, no, you're wrong. No, the fuck I'm not. Go around the world. Do you play basketball or do you rap? Right? Go around the world. Let you be a tall black man. Do you play basketball or do you rap? Or if you're a black woman, if you're a dark complected black woman, can I touch your hair? Let me see your real hair. Let's continue.
This man has an issue with or who he on the hook for.
Okay.
To apologize to Albie Shore, he needs to apologize to those children, and he needs to keep Tupac.
Okay. So let me ask you one more thing. Let's take all of the book stuff and just put a big rubber band around it for now. Do you not think the fact that he has walked into the court and handed over these flash drives that are going to potentially lead to massive steps forward in putting away this monster? Now, I'm sorry to sort of try and make you say something positive. That's not what I'm trying to do. It's
no,
just, there's layers.
Whatever they confiscated, he didn't sin when he got it. As explosive as that was, if you were really trying to be a good Samaritan, in this case, you would have sent it right away. No.
Did Jaguar turn in her tapes? Yes or no? Did Jaguar turn in her tapes? Yes or no? Did Jaguar turn in her tapes? Yes or no? Since everybody's got tapes and flash drives, thumb drives, VHS tapes, did she turn in her tapes? Did she go down to the SDNY and turn in what she got, her evidence? Yes or no? Yes or no?
It had to be subpoenaed.
But do you not think, Jaguar, in cases like this, there's a time for dropping this sort of evidence?
If he was really interested in getting justice for Kim, they wouldn't have needed to monetize it first. They would have just given it to the authority to get justice for Kim. This was monetized, sir.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about the book. I'm talking, and I completely understand every point you're making and where you're coming from.
And I'm saying he's not a good Samaritan here, sir.
I'm not here to be a good Samaritan. I'm not here for neither one of them. I apologize to I'll be short, and I apologize to the family. That's
okay.
it.
Y'all asked me to calm down, and I calmed down, and here you go. I guess he's getting coached again. Please interrupt her. He's making too much sense.
Yeah, I mean, I do appreciate
it. One comprehensive sentence since he sat here on this panel.
Well, he did say that he apologizes to.
Yes, I said it from the start. I apologize to the family, and I'll be short. You speak running your mouth. You didn't have to ask for anything. No, you didn't ask for that. I've been said it.
Why don't you go to one of your next interviews and do it officially so that the children can hear you?
Once you go to your next beauty parlor.
You make a big deal out of that.
I just want to interject again. I'll be honest with you, and I'm not one for sides. I'm just one for facts. The very second that Courtney came in, the first things he said were, "Jaguar, I would like to apologize to you." And then before you even anything registered, you had your say. So I'm not making just saying. I think a big thing for Courtney was to apologize for him.
I don't want his apology. Him bringing my name up at all was a clout chase to begin with.
Lord have mercy. This is y'all queen, okay? Free country, free will. Do what thou wilt, but don't be mad if I look at you crazy. Don't get mad at me if I look at you. If you come in this chat talking about I support Jag and I don't even look at you. I walk over you, dismiss you, because I look at you as a mouth breather, respectfully. Now I'm all for us being entertained, but if you sincerely ride with this woman and wholeheartedly believe this woman, I will look at you as a mouth breather. I look at you as some of these sped kids that I work with on campus. Okay, you don't speak words. You just that's how I look at you. You're a window licker. You're a window licker. That's how I look at you. So please feel free to come in and say what you want. Opinions, differing opinions are welcome. But I will look at you as them sped kids that can't be left alone for 5 minutes without their aid. They don't utter. They don't talk. They just okay. That's how I look at you, respectfully. Let's continue with the N-word show.
What he had to say about me initially was disparaging. So for that, I see him as nothing more than an agent and nothing more than an op. Not only that,
I get that.
Black people on large platforms looking for relevance. And now, when
relevance.
Excuse me, sir, you came like a Sputnik out of nowhere. Somebody made you news. Somebody. And considering that I never spoke about you, there was no need for you to ever speak about me. This is the thing that I have, the problem that I have with characters like you that come online. Y'all like to sit here and think you know how this whole information thing really goes. You really don't understand it at all. There is nobody that is better at this than me. There is nobody that will ever beat me when it comes to breaking these kinds of things down. I'm not here for your...
Steve Coakley, Phil Valentine, Brother Panic, Delbert Blair, Bobby Hemmett, all did this long before this woman. And for her to include herself or assert herself as one of the best to do it, ma'am, Wendy Williams said everything you said, been saying 20 years prior. Okay? Jackie Jasper, 20 years prior. Eben Gregory, 20 years prior. Sandra Rose, 20 years prior. Please, people, let's not give Jaguar too many flowers. Everything she said has been said 20 plus years ago when we were teenagers or in college. And if you're into that stuff, you already heard these stories. Okay? Let's continue. This is the N-word show.
Your apology, sir.
I'm here to apologize to you.
Look, listen to me. I don't need your apology. It's just simple. Keep your name out my mouth.
I don't argue with females.
Keep your name out your mouth, and while you at it, please stop talking about Tupac when it comes to this, because nobody wants that attack to the legacy of that great legend.
No.
I never attached that to it. I'm not saying anything to you or G. Get lost.
Why would I do that? So many people depend on me to make money every day to feed their families. Why would I get lost?
Because
you know how much money I make people when they channels weekly? How much money do you make?
So instead of making money for yourself on your channel, you're okay with making money for other people on other people's channels. Do y'all understand the flawed business logic she's breaking down here? She said she's okay with making money for other people on their platforms instead of making her own money on her own platform. It takes literally 5 minutes to make your own YouTube channel. Okay, she'd have been at 1 million subs already had she just did her own channel. There'd be no need for her to go to everybody else, make her own money, right? Okay, come on.
Don't tell me to get lost. You get lost, sir.
I'm going to get lost.
Good. And guess what? I hope when you do, you can be found. Because there's a lot of people getting lost right now and they never going to get found.
Okay, so now that's a second on-air threat he's received in this interview. Now, Meech had threatened him with a noose and a rope. And this is the second threat issued to him by this woman. Y'all better stop this nonsense. Come on.
Right.
Metaphorically speaking.
Voyage. Send Ariel my regards.
You said that's your boy. You said it to her.
Send Ariel my regards.
You said it to her.
I don't need to chase nobody down. You ghost me once. That's enough.
I never ghost you.
Good luck with a lawyer like that. I just wonder who's paying her legal fees. And I wonder how well she knows Alex Spiro. That's what I want to know. You bragging about your cars and showing off your Lamborghinis, and yet you're getting stuff confiscated. I want to know, how are you paying your legal fees? Who's paying her?
That's none of your business.
My cars don't repossessed.
Well, what does that matter?
Well, they're not yours. The question is, how are you paying Ariel? How did you come into contact with her?
Doesn't matter.
How are you? Listen, that's my personal business.
Attorney, sir.
Honestly, that's my personal business. You need to find your business.
Right.
I'm not here to find you.
I'm handling my business just like I'm handling you.
You're not handling me. I'm not answering your questions. I'm not here to.
Yeah, I think there's a certain level of question for a podcast, and I think a lot of the personal stuff.
I understand.
It's a good way of stepping back from Courtney. But I mean, it is.
A lawyer. I'm going to find out how you know it, and if I find out she has any association with Alex Spiro, start praying, sir, because that's not going to be good for you. You ain't nothing but a loose end.
No, you are.
You ain't nothing but a loose end.
Can I just ask, right? Listen, let me interject here, right? Is it not better for you all to like? Is there not a bigger picture, right? With someone like yourself, Jaguar.
When that book went out there, that book did nothing but harm. That book did nothing but harm. It created instant trails of disinformation that have gone from thumbnail to thumbnail to thumbnail, creating reasonable doubt for the diddler. We will not have that. We will not abide it. It is wrong. And to exploit that woman's personal life that way for profit and gain.
Okay. Are we good with this? Real quick. Oh, yo, shout out to my man Walt Diddy. Thank you for the 20 on the super chat, bro. He said, Sly got the super chat button back. Yeah, about damn time. Man, listen. Yeah, I had to make another promise to YouTube. I promised I'm going to be good. Yeah, this ain't going to stay up long because this is the N-word show. And yeah.
You not even turning
into that. That's all you've been doing. Ever since I've been seeing you, that's all you've been doing is sport everybody.
Say what?
That's all you've been doing.
Doing what? What are you talking about?
You know what you've been doing.
What have I been doing?
Let it go.
Okay, well, let's get into it.
Sean has not said a word in 20 minutes of this exchange. Sean's just sitting there with the deer in the headlights look like, what did I just walk into? And Ron is so scared to say that what needs to be said.
For real then, if we're just going to go full on kamikaze,
let's
talk about the monetization of that book. Let's talk about
what am I? This is a grown man.
Jaguar, right? Jaguar, your point of the monetization of Kim's story, right?
Yes.
The way these books came out, I think that is a fair point. Okay, and I think that's one that I'll ask Courtney.
Money was any of that money donated to the legal fees of any of the victims that she tried to help spare?
If he didn't write the book, why would he have knowledge of the monies and where it's being spent? That's not his concern.
Like, if y'all going to sit there and talk about Kim, then do it for what she really intended it for, to save and to call those into account that needed to be held into account. Y'all could have done all that.
I said it, and I'm going to do it. Movie, anything will be donated to Kim Porter twins.
How much has that been donated thus far? Because there have been hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It's frozen. Amazon froze it.
I bet. And he ain't getting none out first.
I have nothing to do with Amazon.
He has nothing to do with Amazon.
You need to slow down. Stop running your mouth so much.
I don't need to do anything but what I'm doing. And whoever you're talking to,
this is an ignorant ass woman, and anybody that backs this woman, you're ignorant as well as too. This is sad. You know what? I can't. Okay, I got a lot to cover tonight. That just came up on my radar. Y'all blame George Sims for this. Y'all blame film producer George Sims. Wait. It gets worse. It gets worse. Where is it at? It gets worse. I did send it to myself, didn't I? Okay. This is how much worse it gets. Once again, listen, Sean Atwood has 911,000 subs. I never heard of this man. I've never heard of his channel. Okay? Now, this is the co-author of Kim's book, Chris Todd. Okay? This is the co-author. Let's see what he has to say.
No. My stuff's out there. They can just come find me if they want. And I was just waving around that I'm going to read some of this today. This is the cease and desist from Sean Combs from jail that nobody's ever seen.
Now, if you believe what he's saying, because I hate when they do this, no, I'll put it up or do a screenshot. I want to read it I like to read, okay? I don't know. I can't speak for everybody else. I like to read, okay? I like to read case law. I like to read civics, okay? I like to read. Don't do this. No, I want to see it for myself. Just like this NDA that I pulled out. I like to read things. Now some of y'all be like, dang, Sly reading again. Well, yeah, I like to read. Okay.
So we're gonna have some fun today. Yeah. And,
all right. Chris, I think it's about 6 weeks ago when we spoke.
Yeah.
Can you take us just slowly through the sequence of events that happened after the interview?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking obviously about Diddy and the book, right? So we're talking about Kim's lost words. This is the final proof. I don't even have a copy because our book was pulled down, so I don't even have it anymore.
This man's the co-author of the book. Okay? This man's the co-author, along with Jamal T. Millwood. Okay? Come on.
Obviously, I have the master digitally. But, so Kim's lost words made a big stink, a lot of drama. And we sold a lot of copies. They pulled it down. It's the most controversial book in the world. Right now, bar none, it is the most controversial book.
That's cap, sir. Let's not do that, but I get it.
And now that the cat's out of the bag, that Courtney Burgess has come forward, partly because of me, partly because of himself, partly for Kim, and a lot of other moving parts with Ariel Mitchell. This was the book. This is the original book. And Courtney pressed up this book from Kim and the source, which we can hint at today. I'm not going to reveal the source, but you guys are getting one step closer to the big cheese, the big enchilada, because now you've seen Courtney come out. Now you get to touch him, and there he is. And I had to protect him for a long time. But we don't need to have too much backstory about why he came forward. I think he's upset that people didn't believe him. I think that people are upset they didn't believe that Kim Porter wrote the book, and we took a bashing in the media. And today I'll talk about some of the reporters, but I'll try to be cool about it. But
okay, here's why we didn't believe she wrote the book, because none of her closest friends said anything or co-signed this book. That's why we didn't believe it. And I'm still like sketchy on it. I ain't heard a word from Kimora since this whole thing took place. Kimora's been quiet for whatever reason. Now, mind you, Kimora is the same woman that stole money from Russell out of his stocks and bonds to give to her white husband. She got to pay for that. However, the payback comes. But Kimora's been real quiet the last few months over this Diddy thing, right? So, and she had quite a few friends. Misa Hilton Brim has been very quiet when it comes to Kim. So we were all like, well, if they ain't saying anything, then this book can't be as real as they say. Now, remember, in that book, said a lot of things, a lot of alleged salacious things, right? Okay, this is the same Kim y'all defending that was okay with letting Diddy and Pac run a train on her, but Pac got mad. Okay, it's the same Kim Porter that, if you believe she wrote this book, said she watched Diddy and Al B. Sure go at it. So come on, don't put Kim ain't no angel. Kim does not get a halo and no wings. She's just as dirty and nasty as Diddy. And you gave him 2 kids. Fuck out of here, man. Y'all better stop with this nonsense. Come on.
You guys want to say something? Say it to me. Come say it to me. Chris Cuomo, Mark Garagos, come say it to my face. Come say that Kim made it up and that Courtney's fake. Come on. So, these people, these mainstream media people, they've been trying to silence me for years. Ain't happening. So we beat you. We already beat you. And we'll beat you again. You're not real journalists. You're not investigators. So anyway, get off that real quick. This became this. This is highly explosive. I do not want it to be released. I don't. And if he tries to put it out, I'm going to stop him.
Why?
If anybody tries to put this out, which they already kind of did online, they're already reading it, I'm going to stop you.
What? Okay. Why would you stop it from coming out? Wait. Tell it all. Let's see if we can find it. Kim Porter, Tell It All PDF. Is that the one? That's not the one that's been pulled. Okay, what book is this? Kim Porter's Lost Words and Hidden Scars, The Untold Truth Behind the Glamour. All these Kim Porter books out here. Look at this. Eternal Love. Kim's enduring love for Diddy and her family. Look at all these people making Kim Porter books. What are y'all talking about? Kim Porter has turned into an industry. Forever Kim Porter, the inspiring life of a star among stars, a mother among queens, an unauthorized biography of... Are you kidding me right now? Kim's Disclosure, the hidden agenda behind the glamour, love, and pain untold. Kim Porter, unveiling the mystery of woman's life story. Did y'all know these books were out? Did y'all know these books were out? I didn't know these books existed. What are we talking about? She's an industry. How come Jag ain't running a campaign against all these people writing these books on Kim Porter? If y'all don't get the hell out my face with this nonsense. What is time? I don't want Kim's Lost Words. I want the Tell It All book. Damn it. There's how many books did we count? Wait. How many books did we count? Okay, where to find Kim Porter book? I don't want that, but we want the Tell It All book. That's the book we want. Oh, Tell It All. Tell It All. Nope, that's not it. That's not the one we want. God damn it. No. So how come this book was pulled down, but not all the other books we found from Amazon? Published in early September that nobody knew about. We didn't cover it until literally in October. Right? Combs' attorney Erica Wolf has also described the book as fake, offensive, and a shameless attempt to profit from tragedy. This woman been dead since 2018. Okay, the purported memoirs cover said it written by Jamal T. Millwood. Okay. Oh, Millwood was... Okay, so Millwood is the cover name for Chris Todd. That's his pen name. Alleged in the book's prologue that one of Porter's last wishes was for this memoir diary to be made public. So he's Jamal T. Millwood. You see how they play with y'all, play in your face? So you have a white man that wrote a book using a black sounding name. I need y'all to kind of digest that for a minute. You have a whole white man that wrote a book about a black woman using a black man sounding name, an urban name. Do you understand how these people play in y'all faces? and y'all sitting here riding for goofballs like Jaguar, right? What the hell? It was later revealed to be author, investigative journalist Chris Todd, who under his pen name alleged in the book. Y'all got to be kidding me. Todd told Rolling Stone that he was given the source material by two people who said they were close to Porter and Combs after Combs's He also told the Associated Press that sources very close to Kim and Sean Combs provided him with a flash drive, documents, and tapes from Porter that he pieced together to create the memoir. Y'all got to be kidding me. We cannot be this gullible. We cannot be this gullible. We cannot be this simple-minded as a people.
Because this is fire. I edited a version and I put a couple things in here to help Kim and to help the celebrities. This thing burns the forest down. So, yeah. So we're not putting the book back up. Eventually down the road, as I pulled Albie Shore's chapter out of the book, chapter 5, it's gone. So, yeah, we'd like to someday minus her face, and we'd like to, whether it's a movie or I'd like to do a scripted movie. I don't care about the documentaries. Everybody and their mother's got a documentary about Diddy. There's nothing original there. Nothing. So, and they even did this. What? Look, when they first did that book, they made T-shirts. When you ordered the book, they sent you a T-shirt.
Wow.
It came together. And they tried to do it, but I told them they needed me. I'm the key. I'm the whistleblower. I have the history of it. And they knew that. And now it's all singing because you married Courtney to me. And Hollywood Wade did a lot of great stuff too. And there's another guy too. There's other people. Shout out to Cinemills TV. There's other people involved. This is a team effort. Okay? And they needed me. I was the hammer. I'm the hammer, I call it sometimes. I'm the hammer of the gods. Like Zeppelin.
Wow.
So, yeah, we can ask whatever we want. Okay. Go through the history. I'm here to stick up for Courtney Burgess today. And anybody that wants to say anything, say it to me.
Yeah, we had Courtney on about 3 days ago, and then he was in court, and then he was just all over headline news here in the UK.
Yep.
And I imagine they're probably kind of restricting him from...
This man's in the UK? Worried about urban folk business? Oh, no. Do you understand how we're viewed? I just said 20 minutes ago, worldwide, how we're viewed as a people. We are the world's entertainment. No more, no less. This is not a flex.
Saying things now, do you think?
Hey.
Well, I mean, Ariel Mitchell may possibly be my attorney also. I know Ariel, and she's a baller. And Courtney's a baller. And all the people that are on the right side of the tracks, like Jaguar Gene, us, Allie Carter, these are the ballers. The media who tries to portray us like, oh, what's this toxic crap you put out? Like, did you even do any research to know if this was real? First of all, before you start splicing my interviews at Inside Edition, do your job. Why are you sticking up for Sean Combs? What are you doing? Like, and then also they're talking about the family, and Courtney was nice enough to apologize to them. I don't think I would have even apologized. For what? Because we put Kim's picture on the book? It's about her. What do you want me to put on your cruise ship? What did you want on the cover? He did the director's chair, as he describes later, because this is the puppet master. You sit in his lap or you don't get to play. Okay? So it's a fascinating story. This combo right here, this is the best like book celebrity scandal story in the last 20 years. Right here in one swipe.
What?
All right, let's go over it a bit more slowly on what happened since I last spoke to you. So you came on, the story broke, the book went to #1 on Amazon worldwide.
And it'd still be #1. It would still be #1 if they didn't violate our civil rights. And there's 7 books up on Amazon right now with Kim's picture and using my font. They're using the same font, the same tag.
That's not what we saw. Now, we just saw 7 books and they were not using your font, sir. Hold up. So, what all did we just find on Amazon? Look at all these books not using his font that he claimed. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. Yeah, no one's using his font. I don't know what books he's referring to. I'm not sure what books he's referring to. Look at all these books. What font is he? No one's using his font, y'all. So you're already capping off Jump Street for no need to. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll just keep it Kim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 books currently on Amazon about Kim Porter. Hilda J. Garrett, Kim Morse, Ariana Rivers, Grace Ellington, and Jade Winters. Okay? Yeah. Turkey vultures. Turkey vultures. Let's get back to it. Come on. Once again, I've never heard of this dude. Shout out to Sean Atwood.
Same coloring. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're violating Kim's rights. First Amendment, civil rights. Why can't she tell her story? Why? Because it hurt Albie Shore's feelings?
Sir, she's dead. But okay, unless you own the life rights to her story, that's another question I would have. Who actually owns Kim Porter's life rights to tell her story? That's the first question everybody should be asking. Okay, let's continue.
So anyway, but yeah, go on. I'm hot today. I'm hot.
All right, good. We like
now.
hot.
Yeah.
We like hot. So we saw before the book got taken down, there was a reaction from the kids, and some other people reacted saying it was BS, and then Amazon took it down. So when you saw this reaction from the kids and these other big names, what was your thoughts?
When I first came out and we did Rolling Stone, Vanity Fair, and Daily Mail, and I didn't know what was going to happen. Let's be honest. You're riding a wave, right? It's like a 100-foot perfect storm wave. You're riding it. You don't know if you're going to fall off. You're going to stay on as long as you can. Okay. When I knew people were going to come out. I'm not stupid. I knew people were starting to say it's fake. So I waited. The family came out. Albie Shore came out. Nobody else did. Where Will Smith didn't come out. Jay-Z didn't come out. None of those other people. Where's Mary J. Blige? She didn't come out. Kadada Jones didn't come out. Nobody. Where's Snoop? He didn't come out.
Why would these people? Why would they come out? What? Kadada? Why would? I mean, though she was involved with Pac, but these other names wouldn't. Why would they come out? And no. That's not how this works. No, sir.
It's fine. I've done this before. I know there's going to be people that are upset. Okay, so the book was a success. People were inspired by it. They're doing full blogs.
They're dead.
They're putting pictures to the chapters. They're like investigating. It's giving them hope to tell Kim's story. For a Black woman who was abused, to tell her story. They're getting to touch her. That's the magic of why I did it. We've made $0. Zero. So nobody talk about money. Don't tell me anything about looking for a bag. Don't say a word. We've made nothing. We don't know if we'll ever make anything. We've been frozen. Okay? So now there's a lot of new stuff. It's evolved because Courtney and Ariel came forward, did TMZ, did News Nation, got that word out, and I think it helps validate these are the flash drives. Kim took them from Diddy. She did. She took
As we get more details in the court cases, that also validates, because it's like, how could all this stuff been put into a book, and then in the future, court cases come out saying the exact same stuff?
Right. In the future, the book was written years ago. It was written before she died, before she was unalived, and I'm going to officially request an investigation into her unaliving. Tell you that right now.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So when I heard these people reacting, and I heard the kids reacting, and I could understand after reading the book myself that if you're a kid, you don't want to think about your mama in these situations. Your brain's going to shut down and say, this is BS. I can't accept this. Right. And you are going to speak out. And I can understand the motivation as to why they would say that. And it didn't. To
well, if it's anybody, see, here once again, you pick and choose your favorites, right? If this were Elon Musk's kids and Elon's in a scandal, you wouldn't care about his kids, right? If Bill Gates got into a scandal, you wouldn't care about what his kids were thinking, or right. So this is a clear-cut case again. People picking and choosing their favorites. It can happen to everybody else, but not your favorite celebs. That's not how this works. I don't have any pity, guilt, or remorse, or sorrow or empathy for his children. His children are products of of maniacs, of deviants. Why would I care about the children of Nephilim? Let's go biblical for a hot minute, right? Why would I care about the children of a Nephilim? Why would I care about a woman that chose to procreate with a maniac? Did y'all feel sorry for Dahmer's parents? Hey man, y'all slandering Jeffrey Dahmer's parents. Y'all, come on, y'all doing too much. Y'all cut Jeffrey Dahmer's parents some slack. They didn't know how their kid was going to turn out. That wasn't their fault, right? John Wayne Gacy, y'all, if he had kids, would you cut them some slack? No, you wouldn't. Once again, you're picking and choosing favorites. I don't feel bad for Diddy's kids. Diddy's kids were probably just as nasty and vile as their daddy when it comes to dealing with other people. Why? No.
Me, that what they said didn't take away from the authenticity. It was just a knee-jerk, visceral reaction. Because it's so descriptive.
What they have to understand too is when your father or mother is a celebrity and they're famous, they touch the world. They're part of the world. Yes, if that was my mother and I read, of course. But remember, there's millions, almost maybe 1 billion people that know who Sean Combs and Kim Porter are. They're in.
Okay. I don't think 1 billion people. I feel good in saying there's not 1 billion people that know who Kim Porter is. Please stop this. Don't. Let's not. Kim Porter was not as famous as people think. Okay. Diddy, possibly, but not Kim Porter. Please, please, please. I don't think the average person could name all of Diddy's baby's mamas, and you probably wouldn't name Kim Porter.
Our homes. It's like the Kardashians. You feel like you know them.
So he had 2 daughters.
I watched all their shows.
See?
I feel like I know Courtney Kardashian, even though I don't know her, right? This is what they make millions of dollars from. This is the lifestyle that they're given. And it's a curse too. It is. I'm not even.
Did y'all feel sorry for Kim Kardashian when she went online and said, yo, I regret making that sex tape with Ray J because now my kids are going to see it? Did y'all feel sorry for North and Saint? No, you don't. No, you don't care when them kids discover their mama's sex tape. You don't care about them kids. So why would you care about Kim's kids?
Really a famous guy. I get a lot of crazy hate mail, stalker stuff. I'm not even that famous. Like, imagine them. Imagine what they have to deal with. So I do empathize with them. Absolutely. No one has a right to stalk people and say crazy stuff. You don't have a right to do that. I don't care how famous they are. Let them live their life. But my point is, so they've got it, and they're young. The twins are young. They're in high school. They're like seniors in high school, I believe. Okay. And even Christian's young. And Quincy's kind of young. He's a young man. So we get it. And that's why Courtney apologized to them. He did. That's why he said it on tape. I'm sorry. Sorry we did that. He can't speak for Chris Todd, though. I'm not fully sorry because I'm sticking up for Kim Porter. If that's what she wanted to come out, just let it fly. And we'll clear the smoke after.
Got a question from Manuel, and it is, why do you think Kim's personal family, mom, dad, brothers, sisters, haven't spoken up about the book? It was only the kids?
Jake Porter is still alive. Kim's mother has passed on. I've heard different things about Jake Porter, like he doesn't want to talk about it. And also remember, the family's very tied to Sean Combs. This is their blood. So they're in a tough spot. I don't know really what they can do because Sean will still have money. They can't freeze all his assets. He didn't make money illegally. He made a lot of money legally. So they can't take all his money. Sir,
he's charged in a RICO. They can freeze everything. And any piece of property that went through anybody else's hand. We read the indictment. Did y'all remember how the feds can take everything? Third party, underhanded, this, it doesn't matter. They can seize everything.
So if I was Jake Porter and the family too, I'd be treading water gently too. I wouldn't be just rushing out, coming after Chris Todd. Anybody that comes after me, if they really do their history, they know like you're playing with fire. Like you don't even want to engage me. Just let me do what I'm doing, right? And if there's something down the road, you want to have a conversation with me? Absolutely. You could call me. I'll talk to you anytime. But there's we got to take it step by step. It's a mission. And look, we took the world by storm. We really did. They're still doing it. The girl Rotten Mango, she just did a whole thing about it. She had 2 million views in one day.
This guy is slimy as hell.
Talking about me. News Nation constantly talks about me. Okay? And it's okay. But I'm saying, anyway, it's a whole backstory. But
this guy is slimy as hell.
So Manuel sent a follow-up question. Why was it only Courtney was called up to the grand jury subpoena and they didn't call you up?
They probably will. I don't know. They haven't contacted me yet. I've worked with the FBI before. I worked with DEA. I work with LAPD robbery homicide. They know where I'm at. There's no hiding. I don't have the tapes. Whether they know that or not, I don't know. I don't have them. I've said that on record. The other day, I did 2 other little quick interviews. I don't have them. I've never seen them. To be honest with you, I wanted to. Courtney wouldn't show them to me. And that's probably to protect me, right? Because if the celebrities, and they're young, I believe they're of age. I do. I'm gonna correct Courtney right now. Justin Bieber is not 15 in the video that he's talking about. He's 22.
Okay. That may be true. But everybody that said that has seen the clip, he is underage. So if this is Chris's way of cleaning up everybody's mess of he's the only person that said Justin is of age. Everybody else has said he's underage. Which one is it? Somebody's not telling the truth. Somebody's sorely mistaken. 15 and 22, that's a pretty big stretch.
2 years old.
And which video was that? Was that the one in the gym, or was that where he was compromised?
They're talking about Atlanta when he's partying with them. They go, "Happy birthday, Justin!" And he's putting on the varsity jacket. He's not 15 years old. He's like 22. I believe he turns 22. It's 2016. He was born in 1994. He's 30 years old today. He's born in March, I think. Okay, so he was turning 22 because I think it was 2016. So he's not a minor. Courtney doesn't know. Courtney, I want to say something about Courtney real quick because that's my boy. It's my guy. Courtney is not an investigator. He's a music producer. He's not a whistleblower. He's not a cop. He's not a lawyer. He's not a judge. He's a music producer. So remember that when people say, "Oh, I don't understand what he's saying," because he's talking cryptically. He's a great guy. He's a very artistic guy. He did Hail Mary for Tupac. Look it up.
Once again, this is the same white man that used the name Jamal Millwood as his pen name to write a book about a dead woman, a dead urban woman. This guy is slimy to me. I don't trust this guy. He's sketchy as hell in my book.
Producer from Hail Mary. He's talked about a Nelly song. I got a text from Courtney B from New Jersey. That's him. He's a part of pop culture. You just don't know it. He's not Chris Todd. That's why once we merge together and we merge this to this, right? This is boom. That's what it is.
People are asking, what is your qualifications and work history for you to get into this position?
Just Google me. Google Chris Todd O.J. Simpson. Chris Todd murders. Just look me up. Look at my stories.
I don't care.
Natalie Wood. Biggie,
I don't care.
Tupac. Okay? John Benet Ramsey. Someday I will be a household name. You will know me. Just, they're trying to stop me. They're always trying to stop me.
Sir, you're on a podcast with a man with 900,000 subs. It currently has 62,000 views. Who's stopping you, sir? They're trying to stop me. Where? How?
So if you were asked for a job title presently, what would it be?
I'm an investigator. And then,
what does that?
And then, okay, first I'm an investigator. Not a PI. PIs have licenses. I'm not a licensed PI. I'm an investigator. Then I'm a journalist, author, and producer. But first, I investigate unalivings. That's what I do. That's how I ended up with this. All my clients have been unalived or they've disappeared. I did Delphi. Go look up me on Delphi. I wrote the first book. Caused a big storm on that, and it ain't over. It's not. You're in for a rude awakening over there pretty soon, too, on that.
That's great. But where you lose points with me is the fact that you had to use a pen name, an urban sounding pen name. That's where you lost me. Remember how y'all felt when you were watching the Oscars and 12 Years a Slave won? Or you were watching the Oscars and Moonlight won, like Best Picture. And you see the four actors, and then all of a sudden, all these white people just come out of the crowd and surround the four black actors. And you're like, who the hell are all these white people for this movie that won an Oscar with black faces as actors and actresses? This is what he did. That's what it feels like to me, right? That's what it feels like. It's like, who the hell is this white? Where these white people come from? Oh, yeah, they made the movie. These are people that gave you another slave movie. Right? Every time a black picture with a black lead actor and actress wins Best Picture at the Oscars, it come all, and I mean, they merge like, it's like this. And what the hell? Who are these white people? And they come out of nowhere. And they push the black folks to the side and be like, I want to thank the Academy, and we're so happy. And they're like, who the hell are these white people?
All right, we've got 3,000 watching live right now with Chris Todd, and you may have seen him come on the channel 6 weeks ago. We're going through the chronology of events that have happened since he last came on. He's become the eye of the storm of the biggest selling book, most controversial book in the world. And oh boy, is it a story.
Listen, I'm sorry. Amazon bestseller does not mean nothing. New York Times, if it's not on New York Times, it's not a bestseller. Amazon bestseller does not count, sir. I'm just saying.
News headlines here consistently in the UK. Courtney has as well, and he is expanding on this trajectory of what's happened. So we were at the point now where the kids spoke out. They said it was BS. I said I can understand that reaction. They don't hear about the mama doing that kind of stuff. How did Amazon then contact you? Did they have to give you like a reason as to why they take it down, like a legal reason or anything?
Yeah.
What happened?
So, Amazon, we don't have any issue with Amazon right now. They've been cool. They've been nice to us. They usually communicate via email. You don't call them. You don't call Amazon. They send us a couple letters saying, hey, we've had a complaint from somebody that's threatening to sue us. We told you in our user agreement, defamation, copyright infringement, you could be liable for legal fees, right? And we said, okay, we understand. We took Kim's picture off. They asked us to. So we did. We complied. They said, we're going to take your book down. We complied. We didn't say anything about it. We didn't appeal anything. We didn't sue them. We did nothing. And now we wait. And that's it. And I've already told them we're not putting it back up.
Okay, now why would you not put it back up? Now, is the cease and desist just for Amazon, or is the cease and desist for any type of electronic uploads concerning the book? That's why when he flashed the cease and desist, I'm like, I want to read it, because I want to see what all formats does it apply to. Is it just Amazon, or is it all electronic, all websites, all types of any types of uploads? Because you could create your own website and put the book back up there, right? You can sell it on Walmart, Barnes and Nobles. Amazon's not the only player in town when it comes to book sales, right? So that's why I wanted to see the cease and desist for myself, because I'm like, this sounds like some cap, right? What they say, where one door closes, another door opens. So that's why it's important for us to see read the actual cease and desist, to see what all formats does it apply to, because this, once again, is sketchy as hell.
So we've already said that, and we've already told Al B. Shore and his lawyer. We have a good rapport with them. We've already made a small offer to them, and I don't mean money. We've made an offer to them, to Al, to make an apology, to pull him out of the book. If we ever down the road did it, he's out of the book, right? Give him our word. But nobody owns Kim Porter. Not Amazon, not Al B. Shore, not me. That's why. And also, I will say this too, I did write some of the book. I'm gonna put that on the record, because that's my book. So
you said you wrote some of the book, but okay, wait. Let me address some pushback. Chance says, because for some reason white people are more interested in black culture than black people are simple. You sound like you're hating instead of appreciating. What am I supposed to appreciate? What am I to appreciate about this? What am I to appreciate about this, Chance? Where am I hating? Yeah, do I hate that this man used an urban sounding name to write it? Yeah, if that's hating to you, then yeah, so be it. Guilty as charged. And no, black urban folk care the most about its urban culture. We're fascinating to others outside of urban culture, but at the end of the day, this is what we this is what we want. This is what we produce. This is what we put out to the world. Okay. Once again, this is why we are the world's foremost leading entertainers on the planet when it comes to this type of stuff.
People need to know that now. I couldn't say that before, but I did.
All right, just to clarify then, your book's up there. It's the #1 selling book in the world. Amazon received legal letters, we're assuming, because you've not seen those legal letters.
From Al B. Shore.
Did they tell you that, Amazon?
Yes. Well, we get them at the same time. You have to have discovery. We get the same letter that Amazon got, yeah.
So it was just it was just the one legal party contacted Amazon. There was no more parties involved.
Sean Combs sent me a cease and desist.
See,
that I've never shown anybody.
There you go, flashing it again. Come on. I mean, I'm not saying it's not real, but I want to read it.
From jail.
How many days into the book being published and going viral was that cease and desist come in?
This says the date's like September 24th, so within 3 weeks, pretty fast. Well, from when it went viral, like within days. This is right away. I sat on it.
Wait, no, it didn't go viral until October, right? Because when I first covered it, when we all were covering it, nobody had realized it had been released 3 weeks prior. Nobody had talked about the book until literally October. So it sat on Amazon for roughly 2 to 3 weeks before anybody even knew of it. So this is cap.
People Magazine asked me to publish it. I wouldn't do it with them because all they do is block my stories. So I told them to kick rocks. So I'm going to read some of this for you exclusively today.
Do you want to do that now or later on?
You can say some of it right now. And this proves that Sean knows those flash drives are real. Okay?
Go for it.
I'll just read some of it, sure. Unlawful statements concerning Sean Combs. How do they know they're unlawful? Because I said what? That Kim was unalived? You need to be careful because I'm the best investigator in the world. And if I find out she was, it's not unlawful.
Humble much.
So we write on behalf of our client, Sean Combs. Dear Mr. Todd, concerning the purported Kim Porter memoir, quote, that you self-published in September. Your memoir is riddled with fabrications. Oh, is it? How do you know that? You don't. And inaccuracies. Really? What's inaccurate about it? That are obviously calculated to smear Mr. Combs' name and reputation. He's undefamable. Do you not understand? Your client is Lucifer. You can't defame him. That's why Courtney calls him Lucifer. When you authored and published the fake memoir, you knew or had reason to know that it was not truthful. That it was not drafted by Miss Porter. Oh, really? It wasn't? And that it does not reflect any intention by Miss Porter to spread falsehoods concerning her, Mr. Combs, their family, or any other person. That's kind of strange. Your publication is injurious and unlawful. False. That's a lie. It is not unlawful. If you want to go to court, we'll go to court. Go ahead. Chris Todd versus Sean Combs. Good luck. Because I'll get it.
Okay, then why'd you pull it down? Hold up. Then why'd he pull it down? Why'd he pull the book if he felt he's in the right and this is the cease and desist holds no weight that has no water. Why did you pull it down then? I'm just asking questions.
His phones. I'll get all your stuff. I'll get all the discovery. I'll get his computers. Go ahead.
How?
Everything.
How you
I'll get all
gonna,
the
how the
witnesses.
feds have his stuff? How you gonna get it from the feds, sir? Once again, this guy is so sketchy, so slimy. I'm not saying he's not a liar, but he's slimy as hell.
So depose Sean. Go ahead. I beat OJ. I'll beat Sean Combs. Accordingly,
Right,
we
so-
hereby.
Sorry,
Well,
keep
let's
going.
get
Keep
to
going.
the juice. Let's get to the juice while we're talking about OJ.
What?
Let's get to the juice. Miss Electra's Instagram post is in clear acknowledgement that any claim Miss Porter drafted a manuscript is false. Oh, really? She knows? She has the flash drive? Does she? Nope. Courtney Burgess does, not you. The law of all states, okay, but not limited to California, liable for defamation. This is the best part. Albie Shore has expressly denied, among other things, about what was said about him. I'll just say that. All the statements in the memoir are entirely false. And your publication of these, among other falsehoods, constitutes defamation. Well, guess what, Michael Tremonte? I can prove they're actually real. So let's do it.
Okay, if that's the case, if what he says is true, why did you pull the book down? Or why did you not put the book back up anywhere else outside of Amazon? If you feel that strongly about it, you standing on it's real, everything is legit, then put the book back up outside of Amazon then, if that's the case. Or self-publish it on your site. If you believe in the truth like that, if what you say is real, then put it back up. Self-publish it. I don't, this is... Okay.
Come to me. Let's do it. I'm taking a page out of Jaguar right here. Sorry, Jaguar. I don't mean to get so. You're brilliant how you do it. I do it a little differently. Here's the last part. This is.
Okay, Chance. I'm gonna give you your last chance, sir. You're new here, respectfully. So you don't know who I know, and that's okay. I'm gonna give you some grace. This is your last chance. All right. So I'm glad I'm not a super old guy. I'm not trying to be a super old guy. So relax. Let's continue.
This is gonna be good. For the reasons discussed above, we hereby demand that you immediately retract the fake Kim Porter memoir and provide to us a forensic image of the purported flash drive on which the manuscript was found, together with a sworn affidavit identifying all persons to whom Miss Porter allegedly entrusted the flash drive and detailing how you purportedly came to possess it. Wait, I thought you said it was fake. So why are you asking for the drives? Because you know they're real. Wank.
Okay, once again, why don't you put it back up outside of Amazon? That would shut all this up.
Mic drop.
This guy's sketchy as
Now, here's the
hell.
best part. So when Homeland Security kicked in Courtney Burgess's door, yeah, then they already got him.
Okay, so now he's saying Courtney was raided. Now we just heard, or we just watched literally yesterday, 2 days ago, Corey, the interviewer guy couldn't pull up the federal warrant, right? So there was no proof that Courtney Burgess was raided by the feds, because, you know, a federal search warrant, it hits the database and you can pull that up, right? So dude couldn't pull it up, so it never happened. Now, I'm not saying they didn't pay him a visit, but I don't think it was an actual raid or a search warrant was ever issued. So once again, I take this Chris Todd. I'm like 70-30 with this
So guess
guy.
what, Michael Tremonte and Miss Garagos and Mr. Agnafilo, you already got him. So go watch him yourself, because I don't know what's on there. But what I hear, it's pretty dang salacious.
So if the feds have got them, then they're taking it that seriously. They're kicking in his door.
Once again, to all the detractors coming in late, which is fine. If what he says, if he believes what he says he wrote in the book is true, then put the book back up on his own site or self-publish it. I'm just saying, that's how that works. You get a cease and desist, and you believe what you say is true. You leave it up and fight it. You don't pull it down. Why would you pull down the truth?
Clout called on him, and I think I know who it is. I do.
People want to clarify the sequence of events of how this information got from Kim to you, the nature of the drives, etc.
Yeah. The big cheese. You guys are so close. You're so close. You're so close. I can't say the name. Not yet. But I'm telling you right now, I'll say this. It's a woman. Okay? So at least I gave you 50% chance. Okay? This
Sir,
woman was close to Kim and Diddy. and was courageous, but didn't want to get the smoke.
Who, Capricorn? Because it wasn't Cap. It wasn't Capricorn. That's his former assistant, right? That he had beat up at one point. It's not Capricorn. It's not the dance chick. What's her name? Joy or Lauren? It ain't her. So who could it be? Not Kimura, not Misa. So who could this woman be?
So they gave it to Courtney, and Courtney had it for a while, for years. Okay, years. Tried to do it gently without kind of ruining his own name in his own industry. Remember, this is their culture. This is their story, their job. Not me. I'm an investigator. I blast people every day. That's what I do. I kill killers. That's what I do. Read my books. So you put it in my hand. Yeah, I'm salivating. I'm like, let's go. To them, they couldn't do that. They had to do it very slowly. So we got the big cheese, the whale, and then that was given to Courtney. Courtney gave it to me. There was somebody else involved, and there was a great guy by the name of Hollywood Wade that helped out because he had courage too. And there was somebody else, and there were a couple other guys. These guys all knew each other. It's a fascinating story how it got to me. It really is. There's a story behind a story. There always is. So I'm kind of like that. Finishing hammer, like putting the nail in, but before the wood came and the nails and the permits, that happened before me. I had nothing to do with that. I just slammed in the last like nails. So yeah, someday I think, now look, if that celebrity source wants to come forward, they could. We can't stop them. But right now they don't want to, and they don't want us to say their name.
It can't be J-Lo. It cannot be J-Lo because people still remember her throwing a gun out the window, the shooting, the nightclub shooting. So it can't be J-Lo. J-Lo got other problems. She wants nothing to do with this. Remember, there are witnesses that say they saw her throw the gun out of the Navigator the night of the shooting, at the club shooting. So it can't be her. And if it's Cassie, that makes no sense because why would she be hiding, or why would she not say, you know what I'm saying? Like, you already came out, you got the money, you filed the indictment, sued him, you won the money. Why would you be like, okay, now, y'all take this and don't mention my name? We're past all that point. We're past that. There's no need for her to hide or be secretive about anything at this point.
So we're not going to. But that's how it came, and it came like this. Courtney did the cover. Courtney did this. I believe it came to him. It came to him on a drive with photos, but he did a cover and the back. But he didn't print it on Amazon. He had printed it out like at a print press. You know what I mean? And so if you wanted it, he had to physically hand it to you or mail it to you. That's why I told him, I said, no, we go to Amazon. A robot sends it all over the world. That's what you want. And that's how we happen.
Yeah, on a recent podcast, you were holding up some of the photos. Is there any of those you can show the viewers?
Yeah, I mean, I can show. And look, to me, I don't know if these are old, if they're new. I don't know if they're from Kim, if they're from Courtney. I don't know. Like, I just, and Courtney gets upset with me when I doubt something. But look, the cat's out of the bag, man. I'm an investigator. I don't believe all the sources. I don't know if every single thing in the book is true. People are corroborating some of it, though. So we just got to roll with the punches.
But you're co-signing the book. So why would you co-sign something you don't believe 100% is true?
Like that's Andre Harrell from Uptown, right? With he helped start Sean.
Okay, that's old because Andre died damn near 10 years ago. But okay, come on.
And some of these pictures are online in Google because I think they were leaked before, years ago. I think Courtney was leaking these. People know this one. He's like hugging from behind some executive.
That's online. That's the fashion designer dude that, okay, so this, I can tell you who exactly this dude, he met him after the old man gave him the money to start Sean John. Right? The billionaire investor. The old man gave Puffy the money to start Sean John. This guy somehow met Puffy. He's a fashion designer. He wanted a subsidiary deal under Sean John, and that's how these pictures came to be. Come on, man. You playing in my face now. See, they think y'all stupid. And y'all reactions tell them why they think you're stupid. Because you don't ask questions, you don't do research, or you just don't. This is old tea. This is 10 years ago, 15 years ago. This is old. Matter of fact, let me pull it up for y'all. Diddy. God damn it. Where's the picture at? Wow. How long did that take to pull it up? Wow, that's some awesome journalism I just did. I did some real journalism. This guy was a fashion designer. He went to Diddy for a deal under Sean John. Okay? What we talking about? This is an old ass picture. Please do better, y'all. Please do better.
Or some party goer. The one picture that, see, I removed all the pictures. Like Snoop Dogg holding hands with Diddy. Because I didn't want it. I didn't want to show these.
Okay, obviously that's a closed grip, but I don't. We've already covered this type of stuff. What a closed grip is. But let's continue.
I didn't want to. You know, I wanted just Kim to talk.
Oh my gosh.
This is Andre Harrell again with Diddy. This is supposedly right before Andre passed on. Like literally, like the day of or something weird. I don't. There's some significance to this picture.
Yeah, really he's the best, right? He's the best.
When I didn't put it in, there's some big stink about this photo.
Hold up. Let's see. When did Andre die? When did Andre Harrell die? Died of heart failure, but what year? 2020? 2020. 4 years ago. Okay, I exaggerated. It's 10, but 4 years ago. He died 4 years ago. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Now, the other photo, the one that I really liked, that I thought was important, and that really hit home for me, is really Biggie, Sean Combs, and Snoop Dogg. That's the photo to me that shows how close Snoop Dogg was to Sean. Remember, there's a big East Coast, West Coast beef, right? Not here, there ain't. And that's why Courtney's got something with Snoop. I don't know what it is. He's got some issue with Snoop Dogg. There's something happened. Somebody tried to get Courtney before to hurt him years ago. So there's some history there. I've told Courtney to just chill with that. Like this.
He didn't blame Snoop for that. He said Snoop was, and we heard rumblings that Snoop was not happy with Pac or whatever. And I believe after some altercation, all of a sudden Snoop was in NYC with Biggie and Puffy. So there's some stuff there to that, which that's old urban tea.
This book's about Kim. It's not about Snoop. Like, and you know, people keep asking, who's X'd out in the book? It's kind of out of the bag. You guys can go look for yourself. I'm not going to say it. Just go look.
So you've raised something there that I'm fascinated by, the theory that Diddy manufactured the whole East Coast, West Coast beef. And as it escalated, Diddy became a co-conspirator or an enabler in the unaliving of Tupac and Biggie.
Okay, I'm good on this. Who was the reporter that reported the story that died? Who was the white reporter that reported the actual breakdown of the Biggie Pac thing? He's dead, but he was an investigative journalist, like one of the best. He broke the whole thing down to a science, and outside of his discovery, I wouldn't listen to anybody else. All right, let me get off the fuck off this shit. I'm good. Y'all got it. I'm good off that. That dude's sketchy as hell. Believe who y'all want. Rock, support who y'all want. Free will. I mean, I'm not here to disturb y'all's opinion and y'all sleeps and dreams and shit. Whatever. Real quick, let's go over this NDA since we're talking Puffy. Because I like to read, right? I like to read. This is apparently the official freak off NDA. Shout out to CIA, aka TMZ. All right, so confidentiality agreement is made effective, blah, 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 behalf of blah, blah, blah. The term "you" shall include you, your estate, each corporation, and or other business entity in which you have an ownership or beneficial interest, and any and all persons or entities owned and or controlled by you. And such, wow, this is extensive. Such businesses, affiliates, employees, officers, directors, managers, accountants, and agents, and all of your respective heirs, executors, representatives, administrators, employees, licensees, successors, and assigns for good and valuable consideration, collectively consideration, the receipt and sufficiency of which are hereby acknowledged by you. You hereby irrevocably agree as follows. 1. Sean Diddy Combs, aka Puff Daddy, privacy is highly valued and all efforts will be made to maintain confidentiality with respect to all information and other material of any kind, including without limitation the terms, conditions, and existence of this agreement concerning and or related to directly or indirectly artist and or any person, corporation, or any other entity related to, affiliated, or associated with artists personally and or professionally, including without limitation family members, relatives, and past or present fiancé, husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, and business associates, collectively artist parties, and each an artist party except for information or material publicly and intentionally disclosed by artist. You hereby irrevocably agree that you shall not at any time use or disclose directly or indirectly to anyone any of the following information, any information acquired by you in any manner and or by any medium or means whatsoever at any time in the past, present, and or future which concerns or in any way relates to artists, any artist parties and or business, artist businesses, activities, entertainment activities, financial affairs, and or personal life, and all such information shall be deemed confidential, private, secret, and sensitive, and kept by you as confidential unless artist otherwise advises you in writing in artist's sole discretion. Any and all information described in paragraph 1A, including without limitation pictures, recordings, records, documents, property, merchandise, and or any or other information related to artists and or the personal, professional, and or other activities or of artists or any artist party, whether prepared by or on behalf of you or otherwise coming into your possession, is and shall remain artist's sole and exclusive property and shall not be disclosed, removed, sold, disseminated, copied, or otherwise used and or exploited by or on behalf of you without artist prior written consent. Without limiting the foregoing, without artist prior written consent, which may be withheld for any or no reason, you shall not and shall not authorize any third party to photograph, film, or otherwise record any sound, likeness, and or activities of artists and or any artist parties of any kind of nature, whether personal, professional, or otherwise, including without limitation any appearance, performance, and or rehearsal by artists, and or any other activities during or related to any service or activity performed by artists or any other artist party. Without limiting the foregoing, you shall not and shall not authorize or facilitate any third party to, without artist prior written consent, which may be withheld for any or no reason, give any interviews, whether oral or written, write or prepare or assist in the preparation of any books or articles, whether fictional or non-fictional, make any remarks of any kind or create any other material in any media, including without limitation, confirming and or denying any confidential information related to artists or any artist parties to or for use by yourself and or any third party, including without limitation print and or broadcast media, which interviews, books, articles, remarks, and or materials concern, discuss, or reference artists and or any artist parties in any manner whatsoever. All information and materials in paragraph 1, subsection A through D, whether or not publicly disclosed by others, the prohibited material, you hereby irrevocably grant, convey, transfer, and assign to artists all worldwide right, title, and interest, including all copyrights and any renewal, extensions, or similar rights in and to any prohibited material, whether or not the same are used or exploited, and regardless of the medium involved, and artist may register such copyright in his own name or the name of any designee, and without limitation of, this is big for me, this is big for me, hold up, oh, no, too small, okay. Artists shall be entitled to recover any and all monies or other benefits whatsoever received by or on behalf of you from any and all sources in connection with any use and or dissemination by or on behalf of you of any confidential information and or prohibited material hereunder, and any such monies and other benefits so received by or on behalf of you shall be held in trust by or on behalf of you for immediate payment to artists or artist parties. You shall not authorize or facilitate any third party to use or reference artist parties, name or identity, including your relationship with artists or any artist party with respect to any transaction, sale, or of goods or other solicitation. And without limiting the foregoing, you shall not at any time defame or disparage artists and or artist parties and or use, disclose, disseminate, or confirm directly, indirectly to anyone any information or material which may harm, disparage, demean, or reflect negatively or poorly upon or cause injury to the reputation, character, or career of artists or any artist parties. The foregoing expressly includes, without limitation, communications appearing on the internet via blogging and or social networking sites such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Without limiting the foregoing, you shall not, without artist prior written authorization and artist's sole discretion, distribute, publish, or permit the distribution or publication of photographs, videotapes, films, audio tapes, or any other recorded sound, image, or any other materials of artist parties, whether or not the same constitutes prohibited material. Copy, excerpt, or otherwise use and or dispose of any artist and artist parties, including any property or materials in your possession or control that belong to artists and or artist parties, and or if such property does not belong to artist parties which contain prohibited material, to the extent you have not delivered and removed such prohibited material therefrom as required hereunder, including without limitation data, documents, records, smartphones, computers, files, and that upon expiration or termination of the relationship with or in connection with artists such earlier dates as artists may require, you or your legal representatives, heirs, successors, or assigned shall promptly deliver possession to artists in good condition any such property of artists or artist parties and other records, copies, excerpts, and other aforementioned materials that are in your possession or control. You acknowledge that due to the nature of the entertainment industry, any disclosure or dissemination by you of any information or material described in paragraph 1 will deprive artists and or artist parties of the right to use such information or material. You expressly agree that if you breach or threaten to breach paragraph 1, artist parties would suffer immediate irreparable harm and injury which could not be adequately compensated by an award of monetary damage, in addition to all other rights or remedies available to artist parties. Artist parties shall be entitled to injunctive relief and all other remedies provided in such event by law or equity. Such remedies shall include, without limitation, the right to prevent dissemination of any information or materials described in paragraph 1. You agree to execute any documents and take such other actions as may be reasonably requested by artists or artist parties to further evidence or effectuate the rights set forth in this agreement. You hereby appoint artists as your attorney in fact, with appointment is irrevocable and coupled with an interest with full power of substitution delegation to execute all such documents which you fail to execute within 5 days after artist or artist parties request therefore. The term of this agreement shall, and duty to keep all information confidential and not prohibited, material shall commence on the first date above and continue for the life of artist plus 20 years or 70 years, whichever is longer. You warrant and represent that you have the full right, power, authority to enter into this agreement and be bound by, once again, you have the full right, everything's a choice, and be bound by the obligations herein. Neither the execution, delivery, nor performance of this agreement by you shall conflict or result in a default of loss of rights under any agreement or understanding to which you or any of your affiliates is a party by which you or any of your properties may be bound. This agreement constitutes your valid and binding obligation enforceable in accordance with its terms. You have signed this agreement voluntarily, without duress, coercion, or undue influence. This agreement shall be deemed to have been entered into the state of New York, and its validity, interpretation, and legal effect shall be governed by the laws of the state of New York applicable to contracts entered into and performed entirely therein. Shit. Hey, okay. Wait. The New York courts only will have jurisdiction over all controversies regarding this agreement, and any action or other proceeding which involves such a controversy will be brought solely in the courts located within the state of New York. You hereby consent to the personal jurisdiction of such court and waive any objection based on personal jurisdiction, venue, or forum non-convenience. This agreement embodies our entire agreement with respect to the subject matter hereof. This agreement shall inure to the benefit of and be binding upon the parties hereto and their respective heirs, executors, administrators, representatives, members, owners, shareholders, licensees, designees, successors, and assigns. This agreement may not be transferred or assigned in any manner by you, and any attempted transfer of assignment shall be deemed null and void. Faxed, photocopied, scanned signatures of this agreement shall be deemed effective as originals. You agree to defend, indemnify, and hold artists and artist parties and their respective parents, subsidiaries, affiliates, licensees, assignees, and their officers, directors, members, managers, agents, distributions, and employees harmless from and against and all liabilities, damages, judgments, losses, costs, and expenses, including without limitation reasonable counsel fees of any kind of nature whatsoever, which may be sustained or suffered by or secured against any of them by reason of, based upon, or relating to any breach of any of the provisions, representations, or warranties contained herein, or by virtue for any inaccuracy or in breach of the representations and warranties made by you hereunder to any third party on behalf of the artist or artist parties, or any claim, action, or proceeding asserted and instituted relating to or growing out of any such breach. All covenants, terms, restrictions, and provisions of this agreement are severable. If any such covenant, term, restriction, and or other provision is held by a court or other legal form of competent jurisdiction to be invalid, void, unenforceable, such covenant, term, restriction, and other provisions shall be amended to the limited extent necessary to be valid and enforceable, and the remainder of this agreement shall remain in full force and effect. The parties acknowledge that any competent judicial authority shall be empowered to modify such invalid, illegal, or enforceable covenant, term, restriction, and or other provision, if any, in accordance with this paragraph. This is an important legal document. You acknowledge that you have reviewed this agreement with your legal counsel or knowingly declined the opportunity to do so. Your failure to review this agreement with your legal counsel shall not impair the legally binding nature of this agreement. And you have fully read and you have understood and voluntarily accept all of the terms and conditions of this agreement. You certify that you are 18 years old of age or older, accepted and agreed, including acknowledgement of receipt of all consideration. Wow. That's air fucking tight. That is airtight. Holy cow. That is airtight. That is airtight. That is air freaking tight. That is airtight. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Any questions? I'm going to keep this. Man, use this as a template. That is super airtight. Holy cow. I'm going to keep this. Hey, man, listen. You never know. Let me download this real quick. Download. This is going to be my new template. Hold up. Oh, buddy. That is super airtight, man. Do you understand? Okay. Okay. Where do I... Okay. Halfway done. Halfway done. Real quick with Quincy Jones, man. Listen, it's just a matter of time before all of Quincy's dirt comes out. Yeah, rest in peace to he became an ancestor. You know, towards the end of his life, he went Dick Gregory, became a little crotchety. You know how old folks get when it's that time toward the ends, they just stop giving a damn and just start telling all the business. So, uh-oh. What? Hold up. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Suitable. Cool. All right. Yeah, so just give it time before they start dragging Quincy's skeletons out of the closet. I think crotchety right now. Who is this? Wait, what is this? Your stream violated our guidelines. Please end it or you will be permanently banned. What? Get your ass up out of here. That's not how YouTube's work. That's not how YouTube works, people. That's not. If the wife doesn't tell me anything, then I'm good. She ain't said nothing, so I should be good to go. Natasha, thank you for the 4 on the Cash App. She said, keep reading. Let me see. Where do we go from here? What is this? Oh, yo, property taxes. Chicago. Oh, boy. This is ugly. This is, if you're per county.
It is a hard pill to swallow and one of the hardest things to convince City Council of. Mayor Brandon Johnson proposing in his 2025 budget a $300 million property tax increase. He says that is the only way to bridge a budget gap that's nearing $1 billion.
It came down to either mass layoffs, curbing vital city services, or an increase in property taxes. I would certainly much rather tax the rich. But I did have to make the choice to increase our property taxes.
To balance that budget, Mayor Johnson proposes to in part increase property taxes by $300 million, get rid of over 700 full-time jobs that are currently vacant, 400 of which are positions within the Chicago Police Department. Wow. It's not clear how many are civilian and how many are sworn.
This is not the time for a substantial property tax increase.
When you're in a community and you're fighting and you come from a marginalized, already disinvested community, and to say, hey, residents, I'm going to raise your taxes, they're going to kill me.
The use of these private companies has helped mask from public view where the public dollars have flowed. What we didn't know until now is how much the property owners of the migrant shelters were earning. But thanks to a new lawsuit, we're being provided some more clarity. When we attempted to ask Mayor Brandon Johnson about this at the time, he said this.
Again, we're meeting you right where you are.
Were it not for this new lawsuit, the public would have no idea how much these property owners are earning.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you.
We pressed the mayor about this last week and asked if he would consider adding the information to the city's website. He said this.
We have given an accurate account of how dollars have been spent.
That's it? Is there anything that would preclude your administration from sharing that level of detail?
There's no information that has been kept from you.
Johnson then reiterated talking points he's made before.
Wow. Get out of Cook County ASAP. Holy cow. That is insane. Get out of Cook County, y'all. Like, for real, for real. Matter of fact, since we're talking Quincy Jones, now all of a sudden the algorithms, like if you're on IG, everything is Quincy Jones.
What on those albums, Thriller for example, is you?
We take his stuff and take it to another level. Don't stop till you get enough. It's very well known that Michael sent me a note. Could you please take off the violins in the introduction? No, it's messed up my groove. You know what that line was? Diddle 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 diddle. The identifying line on the goddamn song.
So he said, take it off?
Yeah.
And you said?
No way. You don't tell me what to do. No. Mm-mm.
Who was right?
Well, what ended up on the record?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just say this. From what I've gathered over the decades, towards the end of their relationship, because now remember, Bad was the last album Michael worked on with Quincy, and they bumped heads so much. That was the last time I think Mike got to a point where he grew, and I think Quincy just didn't want to let him go and do his own thing to a certain extent, right? They had different musical ideas. Michael was all about embracing the modern sound and modernizing his, he wanted to grow and use different things. I think Quincy was stuck in his ways a bit of how he wanted to do things, right? Mike took everything Quincy taught him and applied it. And I think Quincy kind of felt the way towards the end. Because remember, the Dangerous album, that's Teddy Riley. Dangerous is Teddy Riley, not Quincy. Bad was the last album they worked on together. Okay?
That's one of the strongest parts of the introduction. Diddle 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 diddle.
So, yeah, that. So where's the bad part? Let me find it. Okay, this is how bad it was towards the end. of Michael and Quincy. One of the biggest records off that album. Matter of fact, visually, just the video alone, Smooth Criminal is in your head. Could you imagine if Quincy had gotten his way and not had Smooth Criminal on the Bad album? That's how bad it got towards the end. You know, oof. I hate that it went down like that. You know, matter of fact, let me see what production credit Teddy Riley got for Dangerous. Teddy Riley. Let me pull it up real quick. Okay, yeah. No Quincy Jones. Dangerous 8th studio album. It was 4 years after Bad, co-produced by Bill Bottrell, Teddy Riley, and Bruce Sweden. The album was Jackson's first since Forever Michael without longtime collaborator Quincy Jones. Dangerous considered an artistic change for Jackson, with his music focusing on more socially conscious material and including a broader range of sounds and styles. Catchy pop hooks, choruses, while introducing underground sounds to mainstream audiences. Ain't this the one with Black or White? Yeah, hell yeah, Black or White. That was the first single. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Let's see. After the success of Bad, Jackson wanted more independence and control over the creative process. He separated himself from longtime producer Quincy Jones to avoid the perception that his success depended on him. Jackson began working on new tracks in '89 with a handful of members from the B team of Bad, including Matt Forger and Bill Bottrell. Wow. Okay, so the story goes that Mike, if you believe what they used to say, that Mike would have these skeletons of these songs and he would give to Quincy, and Quincy would do like a Diddy and put his magic on top of it. But the rumor goes that Michael always had a bunch of songs pre-produced before it got to Quincy, if you believe those old rumors. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, okay, Rex and Effect was on it. Okay, Riley co-produced half the songs on the album. Sweet, instead of Riley, he'd come in with a groove. We'd say it wasn't exactly right, and there would be no complaining. He'd just go back and then come back in and blow us away with something like Dangerous. In recordings with Bottrell, the sounds were more diverse, Black or White, given in to me. The rap in Black or White was written and performed by Bottrell, credited under the pseudonym LTB. Okay. Jackson hummed melodies and grooves before leaving the studio, while Bottrell developed on these ideas with drum machines and samplers, including the Akai S1000. Bill operated the Neve console and two 24-track Studers along analog tape machines to draft ideas and demos. Okay. Wow. What did it end up doing? Let's see. Debut number 1, of course. 3/14, December 14, 3 weeks. Number 1. Okay. 326,000 first week. Let's see. So what did it end up doing? And then certified 8 times platinum. I'm sure it's by diamond by now. In Europe, it did 4 million copies. Okay. Okay, it hit the 10 million mark in the first 2 months after its release. Yeah. Okay. Yo, the first single, Black and White. Second single, Remember the Time. Those are monster hits, man. I don't remember In the Closet. Jam, that was a monster hit. Jeezy Pete's. Heal the World. Wow. Man, these were smashes. These were smash hits. Okay. Okay, he got Dangerous. He got American Music Award. He didn't. Oh, he got a Grammy. He got a Grammy for Best Engineered Album. Teddy Riley, Bruce Sweden. We don't care about Soul Train Music Awards. That don't count. Okay, so Jam. Jackson, Sweden, Riley. Why you want to trip on me? Riley, Bernard Bell. In the Closet. Jackson Riley. She Drives Me Wild. Jackson Riley. Akil Davison. Remember the Time. Jackson Riley Bell. Can't Let Her Get Away. Jackson Riley. Heal the World. Jackson. Black or White. Jackson Bottrell. Bottrell did the raps, but everything else was Mike. Who Is It? Jackson. Give In to Me. Jackson Bottrell. Will You Be There? Jackson. Keep the Faith. Jackson. Gone Too Soon. Larry Grossman. Buzz Cohen. Dangerous. Jackson Bottrell Riley. That's nasty work, boy. That's nasty work. Look at all this. Wow, okay. John Baylor vocal arrangements. Glenn Ballard arrangements. John Barnes keyboards. Mike Boddicker synthesizer, sequencer keyboards. Bottrell producer, engineer, mixing. Percussion, rap, intro, voiceover, synthesizer, bass guitar, mellotron. Craig Braca, assistant guitar engineer. Can you imagine the budget for this? Oh my God. Andre Crouch. Soon, very soon, we are going to see the king. Dun, 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 dun. Andre Sandra Crouch. Choir arrangements. The Andre Crouch Singers. Heavy D. Look at the budget for this production. My God. Teddy Riley, producer, engineer, mixing, synthesizers, keyboards, rhythm arrangements, synthesizer arrangements, drums and arrangements. Bruce Sweden, producer, co-producer, engineering, mixing, arrangement. Yeah, he didn't need no motherfucking Quincy Jones. Hey, when Quincy heard Dangerous, he was like, hey, when they played Dangerous for Quincy, Quincy was like, hey, Mike didn't need Quincy, y'all. Mike didn't need Quincy. Mike was he's ready to move on his own, man. You know that you don't teach people to rely upon you. You teach them to the point to not need you anymore. And that's with anything, right? A good mentor teaches you how to move on without them, how to function without them. That's what I believe. Marvin Gaye, this is pretty sad.
Had a down period along the way. 1975 was not a particularly good year.
What shall I say about 1975 through 1983? Hasn't been very good. In fact, the last 7 years of my life haven't been exactly ecstatic for me. I haven't been ecstatic. I've been happy and somewhat, most of the time, pretty depressed. I think because of my empathy for humanity and my feelings for the world and things. And I'm awfully upset when I have to do things to achieve a certain amount of status so that I might be able to do something else so that people will listen to me. So if I have to do sex, it's so they can listen to social topics that might be viable, I'll do sex.
Yeah, his voice is throwing me off because I'm like, this is nothing like his singing voice.
First.
It gets them into the tent.
Perhaps.
What was the absolute rock bottom worst moment in the last 7 years?
Well, the absolutely worst rock bottom moment in the last 7 years when I tried to commit suicide through an overdose of cocaine.
How long ago was that?
It was not too long ago. Well, it's about 3 years ago in Hawaii. I was in an emotional state of, I've never been quite so depressed. I'm a bit of a manic depressant anyway. Most of the time I put on quite a face and an act, but I'm pretty depressed most of the time.
Oh, okay, wait. So y'all help me out. So the issue between him and his father was what? Was the father a cross-dresser or was Marvin a cross-dresser? I forget how the fight or the underlying contention between him and his dad. So who was the closeted cross-dresser bisexual? Was it Marvin or was it Marvin's dad? Somebody help me out with that. Because that was like the long-standing rumor. Right? The dad was a cross-dresser. Okay, so daddy was the issue. Okay, gotcha. So do we say that the dad killed Marvin to keep his secret? Is that the theory? Preacher and a cross-dresser. Oh, damn. Okay. She said both. How'd she even get your ass? So I'm assuming the daddy killed Marvin to kind of keep his secret safe. Yeah. I thought that was Richard Pryor that slept with Marlon Brando. Wasn't that Richard Pryor? Okay. All right. Maybe one day we'll actually get to the bottom of that tragedy. Okay, his pops killed him because he was on some. Okay, gotcha. All right, well then that's crazy. Wow. Hey, real quick, so the whole Michael Irvin and his son thing, I found myself getting really upset at the fact that, you know, and I'm gonna say us Gen Xers, right? Us Gen Xers have a struggle that our children will never understand. Gen Xers, we have a set of life experiences that you just had to have been there. And the best way I can describe it is like, you know, we talk wrestling to people, you know, these kids now, it's all Cody and Roman. And I'm like, nah, when the golden age for us in wrestling, you know, when NWA versus WWE, like that was like peak for us. Like you had to have been there. Right. And I always equate growing up as a Gen Xer, like you just had to have been there. And and as a parent, you work so hard to make sure your kids don't ever have to see that type of struggle. And then they repay you by going back to the very elements you fought tooth and nail to get out of. And then for them to kind of just discard what you went through for them. And this shit pissed me off. Now, I can't speak for Michael Irvin, but if I'm Michael Irvin, I call my lawyer and be like, hey, what's up, Mike? Hey, change that will. Take that little nigga off. If I'm Michael Irvin and my son is talking this cash money shit, I'm calling Bruce Howenstein, and I'm changing my will. I'm getting this little nigga off my will. Okay? I'm getting this nigga clean off my will. How dare you disrespect me like this and diminish my accomplishments and what I've done for you to provide for you?
He said I be saying crazy shit. Am I right?
Yeah.
He don't know what the fuck, like.
Right. My son raps. His name is Tut Tarantino.
Wait, what?
My son, right?
What's his name?
He raps under Tut Tarantino. His real name is Elijah Irvin.
How embarrassing would you have to be as a parent? Yeah, my son raps. That's not a flex at all. I would smooth call my attorney, get this little nigga off my will.
He raps about some of the hardest stuff in the world. And I say to him, son, you grew up in a 20,000 square foot gated community home.
He said I grew up in a 20,000 square foot, and it's not that big. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't 20,000.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's bigger than most. Wow. This kid here, this man here, I would cut him off and let him fin and feed him to the wolves. Let him fin for himself.
He gassed the fuck out that shit. Not even 15.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It don't even matter, but he, you know what I'm saying? He was exactly,
Where does this stuff come from?
Wow. I've been so busy that I had not a chance to share my Christmas. This is what I got. My youngest, Elijah. That's an Audi Q7, Q8 truck. At home with my son Elijah playing a little basketball. He's showing me he can. I would smooth remove him off the wheel. You got your damn mind. You would never disrespect me like this. I wish me would. What? Are you kidding me? CMOS guys. It's calling all CMOS guys. Cause you know y'all got all the secrets. And now when I say CMOS, I don't want y'all to think Congo or Form Runner. Those are my guys. Like I rock with Form heavy. When I talk CMOS, I mean these other guys that like to speak against the evil ills of the medical industry. I get it. It's some shady stuff going on, but at some point you're gonna have to go in front of a white coat to see what's going on with your health. Like you're not gonna be able to keto your way out of a situation. So I didn't know Sharice was diagnosed with breast cancer. Oh, this is horrific.
So I have DCIS in my breast. I can take this off. I have DCIS in my breast, and today is my surgery. And this is the hardest thing I've ever had to face in my life. But I know God is with me, and everything's going to go well. So just wanted to document this.
Why don't y'all get her a cup of sea moss so she can, heal from that, right?
In June, and now she's here to share her story. Shani, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you. So we're going to start back in March.
Yes.
Back in March, you felt a lump in your breast, and you went in for a mammogram, which is something that you've been putting off for quite a while.
Yeah, so 8 years ago, they thought they saw something because I have dense breasts, and so every time I get go for my test, they have to test me several times because my breast, was so dense. But and I had a lot of cysts in my breast like prior. So 8 years ago, they thought they saw something. They wanted to do a biopsy, but then they said, no, it's fine. It's nothing. It's just a cyst. So because of the fear that I had when they thought they saw something, I didn't go for 8 years. Oh. So then I felt a lump in my breast, and I'm like, this cyst isn't going away. I need to have this looked at. And I did the mammogram and the ultrasound, and unfortunately, they saw something, and it was cancer.
Yeah.
8 years?
Hey everyone, I just wanted to share something with you. Most of my family and friends, they knew about it, but I wanted to share this with you all because maybe, I'm sure there's other women out there that may be going through the same thing, but so I wasn't getting my mammograms and ultrasounds regularly because I was afraid. And I felt something in my breast, went to the doctor to have a mammogram, and they said that I had DCIS in my milk ducts, which is they say it's this I don't like to say the word, but it's stage 0 cancer in my milk duct.
I'm more upset she waited 8 years. Like, what the hell, sis? Because most women, they make a beeline. They live in the doctor's office. So congrats to her if they got it removed early and if she's healing from it. But CMOS guys, you know what? I'm gonna leave the CMOS guys alone because it's a fruitless argument for me at this point. What is this? We're almost done. I'm almost out of here. What is this? Hey, you know what? This was interesting. This is old, but still, I think lesson learned here. I don't expect women to listen to Vivica, but don't be Vivica.
I've said this many times before. 50 Cent was the love of my life. He was the one that, kind of blew that one. Happens. I was young, had been used to taking care of myself. 50 wanted me to be his princess, and I didn't get it. I didn't get it. So, my fault. But I am so glad to report to everybody that there is peace. We used to go at it publicly. Trust we did.
Did you learn anything from that relationship?
Sure. Let a man be a man. That's the biggest lesson that I learned dating 50 Cent was that when a man wants to take care of you, let him. And my relationship with...
Talk about a bag fumble. But wait, she was already older. For her to use the excuse that she was young, she was already like in her 40s when she was with 50. So she knew better. But
50 taught me in the future to always keep my relationships private. That was the biggest problem. We went public way too fast. You know, we were so into each other. It was like, oh, let's let the whole world know we like each other.
Damn all that. Remember she tried to drag him. Remember she tried to drag him because she, you know, she would lick his ass, and she was like, I had to running up the walls. Remember when they was going back and forth, and she tried to drag him about that. Now look at you. Okay. Okay. Real quick, Natasha, thank you for the 200 super chat. I appreciate it. It's more to this story. Kev Johnson, what's happening? Thank you for the fiber. What's happening? Hey man, I'm living. You know? I got a bunch of hungry cats that's always begging for food, and they be out here killing birds and stuff. Listen, I got some killer ass cats. These cats, you know what's funny when you have cats and you be outside and you just see a plume of feathers? Do you know how quick you have to be to catch a bird? Wait, I'm deviating. Do you know how quick a cat has to be to catch a bird? And you just see nothing but, I sat there and watched 12 devour an entire bird. The bird was still alive. Like he was just chomping on it, right? Not just chomping on it. And the wings were still flapping. And he would get up on his hind legs and just kind of claw at it a little bit. I watched 12 Gauge devour the entire bird. Do you understand? There was nothing left but feathers. And then Calico came behind, started eating the feathers. I'm done, man. I'm done. Hey, speaking of cats, I grew up with dogs. And like I said, I think my third dog was an American Staffordshire Terrier. Back, like I said, this is back in the 80s when nobody knew what a Pitbull was. But I think the breed should be eradicated. It's the breed, the bloodlines. I think they should all be eradicated. And there's a couple kennels that I would consider buying a Pitbull from. Bossy Kennels. I think she's in Vegas. I would consider buying one from her. And I think there's another guy. He has an all black pit. Oh, this thing is beautiful. His name is Prague. He has a kennel. All of their dogs are just gorgeous. But the one he has, let me see if I can find it. Oh, this thing is jet black. This thing doesn't look real. It looks like a damn panther. Let me see if I can find it. Black. I'm saying all this for a reason. There's a reason behind this. Black Pitbull. Prague. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous dog. Is this it? This is it. Hold up. This is it. This is a beautiful, beautiful dog. Yeah, double XL designer pit bulls. That is a beautiful dog. That is all, I mean, just, oh, that's a good looking. I would consider his kennel or Bossy Kennels, but he's a good looking dog. And like when he's running in the snow, it just looks crazy, man. This dog is gorgeous. Look at that.
Black American pit bull in the world. Known for his sleek panther-like appearance, Prague has captivated audiences worldwide, going viral numerous times for his fierce and striking visual allure. His eyes beautifully contrast against his deep black coat, combined with his muscular build, gives him an imposing yet majestic presence that has earned him widespread attention. At 8 years old, Prague has firmly established himself as a legend within the Pitbull community. His photogenic nature only adds to his fame, with countless fans in awe of his regal and powerful look. With such a unique combination of beauty and strength, Prague's legacy continues to inspire admiration among Pitbull lovers everywhere. He will definitely go down in the history books as
clone that dog. But I'm saying all this to say this. Now, I still believe the breed should be eradicated. I believe the breed should be eradicated, or it should be reduced to a point where it's only 4 or 5 bloodlines, you know, period. And I say that to say this because this shit here, this is the dark side of a pit bull.
It's the
dead of night and two pit bulls are attacking a car. In fact, they're taking it apart. Surrounding the vehicle from both sides, the pit bulls ferociously go at the Honda piece by piece. Fenders and other car parts fly into the driveway in Jacksonville, Florida. The owner of the SUV, Christy Barr, couldn't believe it when she saw the damage the following morning. Then she looked at her Ring surveillance footage.
On the video, you could see both of them tugging on it, and they were tugging so hard that my car moved.
It's unclear if the dogs are strays or not. The damage to the SUV, almost $3,000. So, what's got the dogs in such a frenzy?
They were trying to kill a cat. A cat. They were chasing a cat, and the cat ran up in the engine block.
This little guy, the neighborhood cat. There's the frisky feline just before the attack. She actually hid in the engine during the ambush and escaped unharmed.
Nobody believed me until they saw it on tape.
I'm sorry. They got to go. This is why the UK is banning the breed altogether, finding owners that have that breed. Listen, I'm not saying it's urban folk fault. Everybody has ruined the mystique, and it's a ruined breed. The American Staffordshire Terrier has been ruined. It needs to be damn near eradicated. I'm sorry. I hear y'all. Yeah, I got one, and never they want her. I hear you. But these dogs were designed for fighting for a reason. You know, the one breed was designed to fight bulls. Like, you're not gonna breed that out of them. You know, they do lead in dog and human attacks for whatever reason. I get it. Back in the 70s, it was Dobermans. Back in the 80s, it was German Shepherds. But not like this. Not like this. No, sorry. No. Ban. Get rid of the breed. Eradicate them. That's just my opinion. Let's see here. Okay. What is this? Oh, Kamala's gonna win. And I say Kamala's gonna win because that's just the vibe I'm getting. And I remember a year ago I said I'd be surprised if they let Trump back in, and if they did, he would be under such a short leash. And then me and the wife were talking, and she was telling me some things like it's best that he not win, or they not let him back in. I was like, oh no, that could affect me. And I'm like, hell no. So, after consulting with my wife, I'm of the ilk that yes, Kamala is actually the lesser of two evils. She is, and that's not saying much. Neither side wants these two in. I'll just say that much. Neither side wants these two in, but I believe Kamala will win this thing, or she will be selected to be put back to be put in. And then also James Carville said that he believes she will win as well. James Carville, if you don't know who James Carville is, you know, probably one of the best political minds. I mean, this guy went to LSU, went to the Marine Corps, helped was it Pennsylvania? Ben Casey win by a margin, and then he went to these different states, and he came into prominence in '92. He helped Clinton with his campaign. That's where most people know him from, but he's got decades prior of helping different governors and different, he come up with different ideas and advertising political strategies to help these candidates win. If James Carville says this woman's going to win, my money's on James Carville. My money's on James Carville. I'll take what he says.
Both Brett and I, degenerate gamblers, said I would say take Harris over 270 electoral votes. Let these fools in these crypto markets do something. Let them drive the betting line into a favorable place and then take advantage of it. That's what I would do. I think she's going to win.
And why do you think she's going to win?
He's got more money, got more energy, has a more united party, has better surrogates, and he's stone-ass nuts. Okay, when you start talking about lining up a political opponent with 9 people in a firing squad, and then you have the Washington Post and the Los Angeles Times says, "Ooh, I don't want to get involved in this. This is dirty politics." I mean, Joe, it's unbelievable. Come on, you and I've been around the world once, in Arkansas twice. We've never seen anything like this.
Once again, I believe that Kamala will be selected. What you are seeing is basically a global changing of the guard. The old heads kind of being pushed out of the way. The old heads are kind of last grasp of power. Trump represents that last bastion of the old guard. Kamala, whether you agree or not, represents the new guard. This younger, different ideas, different approaches, whatever the case may be. It's from top to bottom. The changing of the guard behind the scenes and in front of the scene as well. Okay, so I don't like it, but when the wife explained it to me and how him being put in with me, oh no, sir, I got plans. No. So I believe that they'll put her in. Like, I never agree with the whole lesser of two evils. Like, if they're both evil, which one do you want? You want pancreatic or you want colon cancer? Like, what do I like? There's a better choice. So I firmly believe she is the lesser of two evils. She's the lesser of two evils. Trump, he's got a lot of people backing him. Man, it's a family thing. That's all I can say, y'all. It's a large family thing. And it's ugly. It's really, really ugly. So I want her in for different reasons. I'm not emotionally tied to this. It's not for finances per se. But for me, for what my future plans are, eminently, like, that decision could really affect. I can't. Put the bitch in. I'm sorry. Put the bitch in. Hey, Kev, thank you again for the 5 on the super chat. I'll say she was never their first choice. Mind you, this woman never won the primary. She was never voted in. Okay? She was not their first choice. Now, I would say 10 years, get ready for Gavin Newsom after, whatever with Kamala. But Gavin Newsom is the future of the Democrats. The Republicans have nobody. Who after Trump? Don't say Tim Scott. Don't say Vivek. Don't say J.B. Vance. No. You have nobody that can contend with a Gavin Newsom 10 years from now. There's no burgeoning Republican superstar on the horizon after Trump. They have nobody. It's nothing but old, stodgy white men. The Democrats are locked and loaded for the future. Listen, Gavin Newsom is a fucking political rock star. Say what you want about California. I get it. I hear the jokes all the fucking time. But guess what? California been good to me. Yeah, we stupid property, stupid interest tax rates, stupid property rates, stupid expensive. California been good to me. Okay, California has been very, very good to me. All right, despite Gavin's ways and how he runs the state. If this is the worst, oh, we gonna be all right. If this is the worst that California has been, will be all right. All right. So that's just my take on it. I know, but somehow we still here. California's still here. Real quick. So Milagro, Joe Budden had said some things about Milagro. Now we're getting back to the blogging wars over this Megan Thee Stallion versus Milagro lawsuit. And Joe Budden has drawn his line in the sand. He's team Megan because he basically said Milagro deserves this lawsuit because of what she's done in the past. Now, this is the same Joe Budden that was bigging up Milagro, praising her during the whole Tory Lanez case. Now, all of a sudden, well, she deserves what she's getting. So let's hear what Milagro has to say, because she clapped back at Joe. Let's go.
So, this is what I want to say. I understand that there are going to be a lot of people that want to be a part of the conversation and they have a job to do and things are being reported. So they're discussing it. I get that and it's cool. There are people who have no idea what I do outside of something that, you know, I got a lot of notoriety for. Look how I'm choosing my words and talking slowly. Yes, it is. Love me. Shout out to Love Me. So there are a lot of people that really do think that I got on Twitter one day and maybe got attention based on an idea or a thought, and that maybe I kept, you know, digging into things and like going into it so that it could, you know, give me more attention and stuff like that. You guys, I have been doing what I've been doing since like 2017, 2018. This is absolutely nothing new. And everything that I do is not centered around that one situation. Okay. With that being said, it is not my fault that you don't take the time to go and figure out, you know what I'm saying, who I am and what it is that I'm bringing to the table, but whatever. For the people that really feel like I believe a certain thing, so she dead ass wrong. So you feel like, I'm glad that this is happening because I don't agree with you and I never have. You can hold that, mama. I don't need to try to convince you of anything else. I don't pray to you. I don't need your validation. It's cool. And you can feel like that. But if you think that you finna sit your ass up somewhere when you've been popping your shit, when you've been sitting on your platform saying, you know, particular things, you've been speaking out against, you know, what the narrative is, when you've been questioning things, when you've been asserting that you've seen things or that you've had conversations with people that have seen things, and when you get up and you say that, I don't even like this person.
This is the Milagro I love, when she's not trying to troll and not cursing like a sailor, when she's just getting to the business. She's highly intelligent. She's a beautiful woman. And when she's just saying it out, laying it out what it is, and just getting to her points, and, you know, and not going off script. And this is the version of Milagro I love so much. This is the version of Milagro I wish would come out more often. And this is the version of Milagro that should be, you know, that should have gotten the BET Hip Hop Journalism Award instead of the cross-eyed Megan Cundiff, right? This is the version of Milagro I'm in love with. This woman here. The other Milagro, when I was like, sis, come on, I can't.
Because this, that, and the third, Joe, you got me fucked up. And for you to sit your ass on your platform and pop all that shit after you set up and you compare me to the National Enquirer. Like, you ain't set your bald head ass up somewhere and saw value in me. Quit playing with me. And that's what I like about you. You set your ass up there. Every time them people play with you or they come at you, I feel like you cower. And you gonna tell me I don't understand how she go, and I'm gonna tell you I don't give a fuck. You cower. You get phone calls, you backtrack, and you do all of that shit. And that's why the people fuck with me a particular type of way, and they looking at you upside your head. We loved you because you were authentic. And I understand we gotta grow, we have to evolve, and things have to change. But where in the fuck did you lose yourself at? You know why you like me? Because you see yourself in me. So stop playing with me with that. That's that.
Wait. We got a detractor. Be Rabbit. Now, first things first, your first mistake is coming here with a faceless avatar. But you know what? I'll entertain you. You said to me, you're just a selfish POS. You're just a selfish POS, and California was good for you. I hate when people say it's bad and everybody talks about it so bad, but it's been good to me, so I'm with it, shaking my head. This guy is super selfish. Okay. I don't understand. I pay high gas just like everybody else. I pay the same interest rates as any other Californian. I'm sorry that I live in a place in California where it's not crazy expensive. It's getting up there now because everyone's coming to flock to this particular part of the state. I'm sorry. I can only speak from my experience. Yes, I've been here over 20 years. Yes, I've seen it degrade and be devolved, but still at the end of the day, we're still here. You know, I can't help if, you know, those that went homeless living in California chasing a dream or whatever. That's not my problem. Okay. So I guess I would be selfish. Yes. my home, my family. Yeah, fuck everybody. Yes, I be that. I be selfish. What? I'm supposed to be sorry because I'm doing well in a state that most aren't. Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. I'm extremely fortunate, extremely blessed. I'm not gonna be sorry about that. Sorry.
For you to get up and you done set up and thought and felt some of the same things that I done thought and felt, you done lost your motherfucking mind getting up, speaking out against me, talking about you happy something happening to me because you feel like, oh, I feel like I can say what I want to say. Y'all don't like that I be saying what I be saying. Because a dark-skinned, loud-ass ghetto bitch ain't supposed to pop her shit. She's supposed to sit the fuck down somewhere and shut up. And I don't. And y'all don't like that. Okay, story of my life. Oh, well, you'll get over it. You'll get over it. So I feel like you want to humble me. You feel like I need to stay in my place, wherever the fuck that is. And so you got up on your platform and popped your shit. And then you hop on Spaces talking about, yeah, I took digs at her, but I like her. Okay, well, if that's your like, don't want it. Then you don't need to like that. What kind of fucking like is that? What type of Hollywood ass shit is that? On Spaces, yeah, I like her. And then talking about other people that said fuck me before, I don't care about that. Other people not gonna hold you to it because other people are motivated by attention and relationships and all that kind of shit. Y'all ain't figured out yet I don't give a damn about that shit. Bitch, I didn't grow up lame. My mama was not lame. Y'all can get stars in your eyes behind these stars in your eyes. That's not my story. That's why I can give it up how I give it up, because you're just a person to me. That's not phased. Like, I'm not phased by that. You just another person. So my whole thing is that shit was hypocritical and contradictory. Under no circumstances do I respect you sitting up knowing that you have echoed the same things that I have, and you would get up and you would come at me the way that you did. Nigga, stand on something. And when y'all come at me, be able to stand on something. And all of y'all sitting up with y'all having a little field day, have it. Have it. And always remember, you could not take me. Have it. Okay? And I'm still doing what the hell I'm doing. Keep on going. And then it's that. And if there's a lesson to be learned, then God bless America. I'm glad I could learn it. If God sees fit. Yeah. So don't miss me with all that bullshit. I don't want to hear it. And that's the problem with these people. But that's why I'm a black sheep. That's why I'm bitch. That's why I'm Millie the Menace. Because, child, please. And so to sit up in these spaces, and let me tell you something. Black women are not a monolith. And there are a lot of people on this planet. What y'all need to do, after y'all shut the fuck up after me, is go take a look around. You don't get to decide because in one case you don't agree with me that I have not been impactful or helpful or inspirational, motivational, or anything else. Because I've helped so many black women. I help black women every day. Looked out for so many, talked about so many different...
Okay. Thank you, Milagro. Hey, I fucks with her when she's not railing off the rails and just going ham on everybody. So I rocks with her. I think Joe was wrong in his assessment of her and the case with Megan Thee Stallion. That's just my opinion, though. So, we're almost out of here. Yeah, because I gotta get up early. I gotta shave. Knock this stuff off my face. What is this? Okay, delete that. Okay, let's go to Africa. There's a country in Africa that's under turmoil right now because this man cannot keep his hands to himself. Where is this story at? Holy cow. Has anyone heard this? Out of what country is this? Equatorial Guinea. Before we go there, let's go to Dallas. Oh, this is horrible. This singer chick, she was shot. What the hell? She was shot.
The circumstances of this attack are certainly disturbing. A singer shot on stage after a performance. Police do have a suspect in custody, but there's no word on a motive. 26-year-old Jada Arnell Thomas had finished a performance with the Dallas Black Academy of Arts and Letters early Saturday evening. She was signing autographs a little before 6 p.m. when police say someone in the crowd shot her. Thomas was rushed to the hospital, currently described as stable, said to be recovering not far from this theater on Ackerd Street. Police arrested the suspect, 26-year-old Micah Williams. She was taken to the Dallas County Jail, charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Officers say they recovered a handgun. The president of the Black Academy of Arts and Letters put out a statement announcing some enhanced security measures going forward, including tighter screening of guests. The group's leader also said, quote, "Our mission to enrich the community through the arts remains unwavering." He also expressed thanks to all of those who, he said, stand with us during this time. And again, we are still waiting to hear more from police about what led up to this shooting.
There's no rhyme or reason for this. And the worst part about it is the chick that shot her. Oh, this is horrible.
Security changes are going to be made at a Dallas performance venue after police say someone shot a singer on stage right after her concert ended. The victim is recovering tonight. This happened in downtown Dallas at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters, right next to the K. Bailey Hutchison Convention Center. WFA's Sydney Persing spoke with the director of that venue tonight.
An exact motive is still not known tonight, but law enforcement sources tell us the shooter appeared to have mental health issues. What we do know is that she opened fire moments after a performance here ended, taking aim at one of the singers on.
Yo, I legit thought about Dimebag Darrell from Pantera when I first heard this story earlier today. I was like, oh no, another Dimebag, because everybody knows that he was shot on stage by a crazed fan.
On stage. This is video of 3 women performing together here at the Dallas Black Academy of Arts and Letters just last night. When their show was over just before 6 p.m., the women stayed on stage to sign autographs. That is when the shooter took out a gun and shot right at one of them, according to the Academy. Jada Thomas was identified as the victim. She remains in the hospital tonight in stable condition. The Academy's founder, Curtis King, said Jada has been performing here since she was just 10 years old. He told me he is angry and distraught, confused and disappointed, but does not want one person's actions to ruin the hard work of his young artists.
I'm not saying we should not be cognizant of hatred and people like that, but we cannot walk in our life continuing to live in fear, because that's not the kind of person that Jada Thomas is. She's not a person going to allow to live in fear. And she said one thing today. She says, "Is this going to affect my singing?" No, it's not. She will still sing, and she was sore.
And I met Mr. King outside of Baylor. He's been staying with Jada and said she is showing signs of good progress. Meanwhile, he said he's already been working on rolling out a new safety plan here at the Academy. He said he's been exploring buying metal detectors and also reducing the amount of points of entry to the building. Of course, there's still a lot we don't know about this story. As we learn more, we will be sure to update you on air and on WFA.com.
Okay. Now, I'm surprised they didn't show you the woman, the shooter. Take a wild guess what the woman looks like before I show you guys. Just take a wild guess. It's not funny, but it's funny. It's not funny, but it is funny for different reasons. Okay? Take a wild guess what the woman looks like. Take a wild damn guess. You ready? This is the shooter. Oh my God. This is the shooter. This is the shooter. Listen, all you beautiful women with talent, y'all be careful out here. There's a bunch of crazy cockamamie women out here, you know, low rank women that want to hurt you. Y'all be careful out. If you're a beautiful woman, listen, and you somehow find yourself in an environment with non-beautiful women, run, get out of there, be careful. Okay? Yes. This is the woman that shot. It's not funny, but it's funny. Y'all understand the joke behind this. All right. So yeah. All right. Jeezy Peach. Yeah, it's a mess. Real quick. All right, let's get to this final story. Equatorial Guinea. And while we're talking about this story, it's insane. It's insane. Equatorial Guinea. This man here. There we go. This man here. Equatorial Guinea anti-graft chief embroiled in major sex scandal. Over 400 tapes found involving top officials' families. Okay? it's this title does this no justice. Telegram is booming right now. All of his tapes are on Telegram. Don't even ask me. All you gotta do is go to some Nigerian site, go to some African site on Telegram. His content is there. It gets much worse because the story doesn't tells the very. Let me get to go. See. The videos reportedly uncovered during a fraud investigation have sparked outrage and disciplinary warnings from the nation's leadership. Officials discovered over 400 explicit videos allegedly featuring Engonga with various women, including relatives of government figures, when they searched his home and office as part of an inquiry. The footage found on his office premises is reported to include encounters with the wives of several high-ranking officials, such as the sister of the president, the wife of the police director general, and around 20 ministers' wives, among others. All encounters were recorded with the participants' consent, and scenes were reportedly filmed across various locations, including his office, hotels, and toilets. Let me just say this. I don't want to alarm the men, but me personally, my personal mantra when it comes to women, I don't put nothing past a woman. Nothing. You understand? I don't put nothing past a woman. We'll get to how bad this is with all the women. Let's keep going. In response to the controversy, Vice President Teodoro Nkema addressed the situation publicly via X, stating that several sexual activities in administrative workplaces are strictly banned. He issued a stern warning, underscoring the repercussions for any such violations, given the abuse that has been shown on social media in Equatorial Guinea in recent days, and remembering that ministries are solely and exclusively for carrying out administrative work in support of the country's development. Sexual relations in offices are prohibited. Control mechanisms are already in place, and anyone who violates this rule again will be subject to disciplinary proceedings for incident conduct and will be dismissed from their job. Engonga, 54, whose role in ANIF is to supervise financial investigations and lead efforts to curb corruption, now faces potential disciplinary action. He is the son of Baltasar Engonga Ejo, the president of the Economic and Monetary Community of Central Africa. He's married with 6 children. Okay? Now, this is all the women he's been with that's on tape, that recorded with him. Okay? Take a good look at this. Now, once again, this is my personal mantra. This is not an indictment on women, but I don't put nothing, and I mean nothing, past a woman. I don't care how good she's been to me. I don't care how cool we've ever been. I don't put nothing past a woman. Do you understand me? This is the list of women he's been with. The wife of the director of presidential security, the attorney general's wife, the daughter of the director general of police, the wife of his pastor's little brother, his godfather's wife, his sentry's wife, his bodyguard's wife, 15 friends of his younger sister, his pastor's wife, the wives of several ministers, including Minister Uburu, his own little brother's wife, his uncle's pregnant wife. Put nothing past a woman. Where's Ty City at? What's Ty City say? When you trust a woman, everything that happens to you is your fault. These women consented to this. And he can be a snake charmer. He can be a ladies' man. But at the end of the day, these wives consented to this and allowed him to record them. Okay? Now, I'm not trying to raise the alarm or sound the alarm or raise the flag or just, I'm not trying to turn this into an SBE moment. No. I put nothing past a woman. I don't give a fuck what she's talking about. Slide, not me. Yeah, bitch. Yes, you too. yes, bitch, you. I'm gonna get out of here. This is going to Patreon just because of what I said about the Speds, respectfully. I wasn't talking about them per se, but I was just trying to make an analogy, and the wife was like, you can't say that. I'm like, crap. All right, so to be fair, I'll put this on Patreon. I got to go to bed early. I have a 15-hour shift tomorrow. I will be working the polls tomorrow, so y'all think about your boy working these polls tomorrow with these frothing, these people whipped up in a frenzy. I can only imagine. Oh, they're giving us armed security at our polling site as well, so shouldn't be no shenanigans tomorrow. But I will be working all day and night tomorrow, just so you can have the illusion that the people you vote for, you have an impact on that. So I'm working to help keep the illusion going for y'all. You're welcome. With that being said, y'all have a good night. Peace. Wait. hey, Dominion machines up and firing. You understand? Listen, that shit takes about 10 minutes to warm up. When we turn it on, like when we first come in, we have to turn those machines on first. It takes that long for it to warm up. With all this technology, you think we can have some a little bit less archaic than those tabulating Dominion machines. But hey, what do I know? So with that being said, y'all think about your boy tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Peace.